Hi, hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to a SAB special. This is a completely random pop-up show at a completely random time. The normal time is like a few more seconds from now, and so that makes this a completely different show. This is like nothing like you've ever seen before in your life. I am starting with something that I got from the Sierra Nevada Beer Camp series from last year. Um, 2017 actually. My bad. But this is the white IPA with yuzu. Yuzu is that right? Yuzu, whatever that is. An ale brewed with coriander, nutmeg, and yuzu. That gives me something to look up right now because I have no idea what no charge yuzu is. yuzu, right? I have no idea what that is. About to find. Oh, look at that! It looks like a lemon or something. Look at that, huh? Who knew? I had no idea. Honestly, told her right now. I had no idea. Hey, TD, what's up, brother? Got a link in there if you want to jump in. Let me see. So yeah, look, see, here's this picture over here. Look at that. I had no idea what a yuzu is. I'd have just told you that was the funniest looking lemon I've ever seen. Like that lemon looks like it's sick, doesn't it? Like that lemon looks like, yo, you need to water your lemons more or something, man. Hmm. I wonder if it tastes like a lemon. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Japanese citrus. Interesting, man. That's pretty cool. See, it's a citrus fruit and plant in the family. I ain't gonna say that name. I ain't gonna make myself look ridiculous trying to say that name. Oh, it's Korean cuisine, both Japanese and Korean. All right. I don't know. It's citrus fruit, and it's from Japan or Korean, one of the two. I don't know. Yuzu, yuzu, right? That's close enough, isn't it? I think so. But that's what this got in it. It's some of that stuff. Mm. And I'm definitely getting coriander for sure. And it's still a little citrusy. Again, I can't. This beer is way past its prime, so it's not fair to give it any sort of critique. But it was. It looks like it was packaged on 4/26, 2017. So yeah, I mean this beer is way past its prime. But in my opinion, it's still holding up fairly well. It's not a drain pour, that's for damn sure. 7% ABV. It's still a damn good beer. And it looks like a collab with what is that? Kuichi Brewery? Mm. It's a one-time only collaboration. So this is that series that Sierra Nevada made where they did a lot of collaborations with beers, with breweries, around the world. Pretty good. It's a pretty good pack of beer when you see them. Pick it up. I'm sorry. I don't know if they're still doing the beer camp series, but I wouldn't see why not. I just haven't seen it. So, mm, but it's still holding up pretty well, man. Hey, what up, Tom?
What's up, Joe D? How you doing, man?
Oh man, how do you like this completely new feeling, new time, everything complete random show we're doing right now, man?
Hey, feel fantastic about it. I had a feeling in my bones that it was going to happen. 6:30, I feel like something's going to happen.
We started this show at such a different time. We started this show a whole 30 seconds earlier, bro.
Hey,
Like this is
that's a whole different world right there.
it's I don't even know what's going on right now. Like I don't even know what's up right now.
Oh, man.
Hey, Rod, what's up? up?
What's going on, guys? What's happening?
Oh, my hair be looking crazy right now.
Oh.
I got the what do they call that when you have your hat on your head for too long?
Oh yeah, a hair hat, hair head, hair
Yeah.
hat or hat hair.
Hat head.
On my head.
Yeah, hat head. Yeah, hat head. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is this is like an anything. I don't even know what we're doing here, man. Got a few requests. Hey, Joe, are we gonna do a show today or not, or what's going on? And I was like, all right, that's what's up. We'll do a show at a completely random time, though. So we started 30 seconds earlier. This just has a whole different feel, Rod. We're like out of our. I don't even know what's going on right now, man.
You might get some people from other countries, man.
You might. You might.
I mean,
Incredible.
when we start a show like that so randomly, I mean, I don't even know, man. You know.
Hey, Joe.
Oh,
Today's my birthday, right? So this is
Oh,
the
it's
bottle
your
I'm
birthday.
drinking. So this is what I'm drinking today. 50.7 ounce bottle.
Oh, nice. That's the Anchor.
Yeah, the Anchor 2018.
Nice.
I've never bought like a 50.7 ounce bottle before, but
You know who drinks that bottle every year? I think. Bum.
yeah, I think Bum does drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's awesome though.
Every year he drinks that on camera. That bottle.
You wouldn't want to pay for it.
Okay, yeah, I want to get into what Rod paid for that bottle.
Well, me and anybody that was at that store, I guess, $9.99.
What?
No way.
$9.99.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
We gotta put him in jail, Joe.
That's disgusting.
Problem.
Do these people think like you're hot? I mean, do they think like do they have like a bromance for you or something? What's going on there?
It's just time, and it's time. I'm actually uploading on my channel a video tonight of one of the stores I buy at, and people will see some of the deals I come across at these places. So
That's nuts.
It is nuts. So I'm like, well, $9.99. I can't really pass that up, right?
I don't. You can't get a 6-pack of that beer that cheap. I don't.
No.
That's nuts.
Now they have the crazy couponers.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even need coupons with beer. They won't get coupons. Yes.
That is the prices you come up.
Blew your mind.
Between you and then our European version of Rod is Neri. Neri is the one that gets like all these deals on beer in like the Netherlands, one of the most expensive countries in the world. He gets beer deals out there. I'm like, what the hell?
Hides under his floor.
Yeah, and he's paying euros for it, for Christ's sake, which is even more. You know what I'm saying? And he's still kicking our ass with the beer prices. God.
Hey, Rod, how many ounces is that bottle?
50 some.
50.7 ounces.
Yeah. Oh, that trumps. Dude, that kicks 40 ounces all to the curb right there, man.
6.9 ABV. So,
yeah. Boom.
Yeah, it's not like a light beer.
That's a solid beer, too. I see you already cracked that one open. You're already having at it. Birthday.
Yeah, I did a quick review before I came on here of the beer and stuff.
So what I mean, I'm gonna take a gamble here, but I'm gonna guess it's still pretty decent.
Oh, it's really good. Yes. Well, today is March 9th, right? And they make these in December, so I mean, it's going to be solid. Actually, they still have some of these in some of our spots around town that they're still selling. So the place I just went to, where I'm uploading the video tonight, had some there. I didn't see what the price was for this there though. But the place I got, they sold out like in a day of these things, I think. So
$10, man. Are you kidding me? That's like, I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
How do you do the bottle deposit on one of those?
We don't have it here, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it has one for the other states that do have it though.
I thought Kentucky was one of the states on the bottle deposit.
No, we don't on here.
Oh,
I know. Like closest to us, I know Michigan does.
Do they do it in Arizona?
Nah.
No.
The only thing that does it, like I take my bottles from the milk back. I mean,
wow, there it is.
They charge $2 too, so it's worth taking those bottles back. So
oh yeah, those glass bottles.
Yeah.
So, so it says California cash refund like in a box. I don't know if that's how much they give you there, but everywhere else like Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Iowa, and Hawaii 5 cents. Oregon, Michigan 10 cents. I'm like, I think you would get more than that for this because don't you get on the regular bottles anyway?
Yeah.
Like 5 or 10, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you guys buy a 6-pack, you don't pay for the deposit. Like we pay extra 5 cents for each bottle or each can. So when it's $9.99, it's $9.99 for you.
Yeah, well, we got like a 6% tax in Kentucky, and Ohio, I think it's 6.5 or whatever. But yeah, we don't get any deposit fee. Yeah,
You have tax on your liquor?
I know, right? Crazy.
What?
I'm not happy about it either.
Right? Yeah.
Tax on it.
Yeah, but like food, we have no
Nobody's
tax.
happy about that.
Right.
Hefty.
We have no tax on food, but yeah, alcohol does.
Oh yeah, alcohol.
We
got
only have
tax.
tax on prepared food. Like if you go to like a grocery store and they have like chicken wings already made or something like that. That type of stuff.
Now I know in Ohio, if you go to like a place like Jimmy John's, if you eat in, it costs you more than if you take out. They charge you an extra tax if you eat in.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah. What's the sense in that?
But they figure if you're taking it with you, there's some type of fee for you to use the establishment or something because they do it in different restaurants. Yeah.
That sounds ass backwards.
That is whack. Yeah, like you would think.
Yeah,
like,
that would drive people out.
Yeah. The funny thing is some people say they'll take it out and then they just sit down and what are you going to do? You're going to kick them out. So they take it out of their bag and start eating.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That don't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
That isn't. Well,
I've had it happen like at Wendy's before. They'll do it at Wendy's, McDonald's. It's like they'll ask you if you're eating here or it's a takeout. Of course, they usually do. But if you take out, it's cheaper than if you're eating there.
That is crazy. And that's the whole state of Kentucky.
That's Ohio. No, that's Ohio side. Kentucky doesn't.
Ohio
does. Yeah, but crazy tax laws in different states, right?
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's the way that works. I mean, and that's why we have deals like this so we can talk about it. And if you're ever going to Ohio, get it to go, baby.
But Joe, if you watch the video I upload tonight on my channel, you're going to see some crazy deals on some of the stuff they have right now. I won't even ruin it to tell you the 4-pack I just bought for like $5.99 that was usually like $19.99 or something.
Well,
I don't even want to know, man. That's just Earth. What do you think about this?
Distributors?
Yeah, I know. This is just wrong, Earth. Tell them, man. I mean, come on.
But I still pay regular price on other stuff. It's just there's some stuff they put on deals to move merchandise.
Yeah.
You must have some fresh stuff in your stores because they must move merchandise.
Oh yeah. Oh, they move it fast too. Yeah.
Either that or they don't wait for it to get old. They just put it on sale.
Yeah.
They'll go in and it's this shit's just way too old. Like, yo, you need to get this shit out of here. You can already tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hitting that sweet spot, man.
They're like, Rajay's here. Let's lower the price.
No doubt. That's what I told him, man. Do they have a man crush on you or what's going on, man? You know?
Because I always go in, I always check the dates and everything too, and it's like, what? Okay.
They kind of
now this isn't the beers they put.
Tell me about this raspberry milk stout you had, man. What's that all about, brother?
Oh yeah, that's just like their basic milk stout, and then they added raspberry to it. It's pretty good.
Is it dry?
It finishes semi-dry.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Raspberry is kind of one of those deals, isn't it? Like if it has like kind of almost true raspberry, it isn't going to kind of be dry. Like it doesn't seem like a raspberry.
It's depends on if it's like in
sweet.
The jelly form or
yeah.
Just a flavoring.
Yeah. But if it's true, like just raspberry, the more true to it is. If it is more jelly or sweeter, then it's gonna probably linger for a little bit. But otherwise, it'll be pretty dry. It seems like,
Yeah, I think the effects of it, because depending on the type of raspberry, it can have like a little bit of a bitterness to it. So that effect can kind of give you that dryness.
And so the chocolate was faint, you said.
Yeah, if you've ever had their regular milk stout, it's really creamy. It's not like robust in its flavors or anything like that.
Well, I've not had it in the can. I've had it in the bottle. At least the regular milk stout, but not the
The
raspberry.
nitro one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just pretty much take that and then kind of imagine a little bit of raspberry in it.
Mhm.
It's red. The raspberry is definitely in the front, so that's all the way through, but it's not mind blowing or anything, but it's tasty.
Yeah, I am having, like I said before. Well, I don't know. Did I say already? I'm having one from the Beer Camp series. This is from 2017. And I'm just now getting to it. I just now snapped that I had some of this stuff left over, but this is the white IPA with yuzu. I didn't know what
Yeah.
yuzu was, but apparently it's like a Korean or a Japanese sort of citrus. Looks a lot like a lemon. Same color and everything, just like those people that got like bad texture to their face and their nose is like kind of jacked, and it looks like that.
Maybe they should have put a dragon fruit on it then.
Yeah,
Those
I
look
mean,
kind of jacked.
Jacked up.
yeah,
They're jacked up.
yeah. The fruit looks like kind of like it has bad skin texture. You know what I'm saying? Like you need some Noxzema on that stuff, man. I think you got some whiteheads or something, some blackheads or something, man. You take care of that. Get some Noxzema on there. Stat. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you got but yeah, it's still actually, even though it was bottled 4/26/2017.
Oh man.
Joe,
what you drinking?
It's still holding up fairly well, I have to admit. Now, like Zach said, I'm not going to give it like a full. I'm not going to be like, oh, this beer sucks. But to its credit, look at the cap. This is still one of the things I do like to do. I like to look at the cap. The cap is a little blistered,
A little oxidized,
but not too bad. I mean, to me, that still says something about this Beer Camp series from Sierra Nevada, and it's a great series. Whenever you can pick up a 12-pack of this stuff, you're going to get a lot of beers from all over the place that they've collabed with, and this is a Japanese brewery, I guess. So.
Another one out of Joe D's R&D selection.
Exactly.
Coming straight from the cellar.
Yeah, it's holding up pretty well, man. And like Zach said, it's like one of those deals where, I very carefully aged this one for 2 years, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course.
It's all for science.
It's all for science. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? I forgot it in the back of the cellar? What are you talking about?
It's like, look, Joe's taking a risk so people don't have to.
Exactly. So Lee Russell says, "Happy birthday, Rod! Cheers to the rest of the panel."
Thanks.
Yeah,
Lee.
happy birthday, Rod.
Thanks, Earth. Appreciate
yes,
it,
mate.
Yeah, we got to give Rod
Thanks,
a big salute, man. You care to share any age or wisdom or anything with us?
Big 5-0, baby.
Oh, is it really the big 5-0?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing that with us, my friend.
Yeah,
right here,
cheers.
man. Hey,
Cheers.
yeah, cheers to that, man. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I can start getting those Denny's discounts.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm
I don't
right
know,
behind
man.
you. I'm right behind you.
RJ deal plus the senior discount.
Yeah.
You might be walking out with some free stuff.
I'll be coming out counting money. They'd be writing me.
Yeah, they'll owe you money. Exactly. That's what I was
Be
thinking.
like the solar deal. You're getting a benefit check.
Yeah. They'll be giving you a credit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. That'll be ridiculous. Like the discount king needs any more discounts.
Right.
Now, simply time has given him another discount. That's not fair. Hey, man. Well, congratulations to Big 5-0, man. And thanks for sharing it with us, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
And well, that does call for a special beer, man. That's awesome, man. Good for you, brother.
Yeah, my wife was like, "Don't you want to do it?" I'm like, "Nah, really. I just want to chill and relax. I'm not really, we're going to Jamaica in a couple months anyway, so I'm just like, chill and kick back."
Yeah, I'm not a big birthday guy.
Yeah.
I'd rather just like you said. You want to give me something? Give me some peace and quiet. How about that? You want to give me something?
Yeah, that's what I'm for. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You give me some peace and quiet. How about that? That's the best thing you can give me. How about that? What about you, Earth? You a big birthday guy? You like kind of doing it up a little bit?
No, not unless, I got a bunch of homies, that can go out and tear it up, which really isn't the case. So
Yeah.
I guess I just stick to the house, man. Do what you're doing. Same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Tom, what about you, man? You a big birthday guy? You like to do it up a little
Uh,
bit? Have
I
a
mean,
few beers, party?
I enjoy my birthdays, but I like staying in small crowds.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I do something, if I do nothing, I'm happy. I don't know. I don't ask for much.
Hey, well, when you're married or you have a girlfriend and it's your birthday, hello, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the day,
It's
right?
a big day.
That is the day.
Supposed to be a
Gentlemen,
a steak, a beer, or something else.
That's the day. That's the day you actually buy her a gift. You're like, here's some chapstick, baby. Just saying,
Oh Jesus!
right? Here's some chapstick. And here's some mints. Yeah.
I think many a blog piece has been written about that.
Is that how the term steak and potatoes got coined?
My birthday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It has to happen this day. It's my birthday. I'm just saying.
so this is not the official 500 show. That's going to be
No.
next week.
Andrew.
$4.99 and a half,
Andrew,
right?
if you have
499.5.
Andrew, if you have not caught on by now, this is a completely random show. We started this show at a completely different time, man.
I noticed that. I just saw a freaking notification on it.
It was like 30 seconds earlier, man. What are you nuts? Like I don't even know what's going on right now.
Yes, I'm nuts. Look at the crowd I'm with.
This is so different from everything else we normally do. I mean, it has like a different feel and everything. It's
Ooh, it
nuts.
does. It's like a je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
Breaking out the French.
No, I don't. Yeah, see, we've got French on the show. We got French on the show. We've got birthdays happening. 50th birthdays happening. These are
big bottles popping.
Big
we got bottles. Popping. We got corks popping. Just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Whose birthday is it?
It's Rod J's birthday, man.
Happy birthday there, Rod.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the big 5-0 for Rod J, man. Thanks for sharing that. That is a special one, brother. It is, man. Absolutely. What about you, Andrew? How do you like to celebrate birthdays a little bit, man? Do you go to a titty bar? What do you do, man?
Nothing.
He's chilling too.
If I have the ability to, I just like to go out, just have a steak and just low key.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's kind of a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is my birthday is on the worst possible day of the year. It's in December, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, the day after this.
The day of Christmas.
Worse, day before.
Day before.
Oh yeah.
I basically been getting fornicated on my birthday ever since I was a teenager. So I was like, hell with this.
Yeah, your birthday's kind of irrelevant, right? Yeah, I've got a grandchild that's born a couple days after Christmas. That child's gonna get screwed for the rest of his life.
Joe, I just bought a couple of T-shirts I saw on a Facebook pop-up. It says, I live in Minnesota. I was born in December, and I've got some serious anger issues with stupid people.
Yeah, I could see that. Enough said. I could see that. Yeah, that should be the shirt right there.
If you go on my wall, you can find it.
Yeah, I can see that. Born in Minnesota, birthday's in December. Enough said, right?
Oh man, Minnesota must have been cold this
That's
week.
my attitude right there. That is my attitude. My attitude.
And we're supposed to get anywhere between 9 and 12 inches of white shit.
Nice.
Yep.
Whoa.
And it started off as freezing rain. Yay. And I get to go to work tonight.
Nice.
And that's on top of the stuff you already have.
Yeah.
You know
Just
what, Andrew? You know what? I don't want to hear anymore. You know what? You just like Rod J's little specials he gets. You know, I don't want to hear any more of this junk. Wah! You know what? You want to tell you? I'll tell you how rough we've got it, brother. It's been like 75, and the sunshine does not stop. My sun shovels, I've been wearing them out. I'm almost having to buy these things, by the truckload over here.
Walk out the front door.
Hey, Joe, you know what this is? You know what this is, Joe?
I can't get enough sun shovels around here. Have you ever tried to shovel that sunshine? No.
World's smallest violin playing Crimea River. This is the orchestra.
Jesus.
Yeah, sun shovels
Can't get a
just...
river without a cloud being in the sky.
It's going to be flooding here next week. It's supposed to shoot up in the mid 40s. And it's like, where's all this white shit going to go? It's going to go into rivers and shit.
Andrew, let me tell you, the local weather people down here have been warning us of the cold front that's coming in because the temperature dropped from 80 to 77.
Wow.
And that 3-degree difference was it was insane. Temperatures are dropping, they said.
You
They're falling.
It's been like 15 degrees of last whole week.
And we went from the 80s to 75. I think right now it's only 70. Do you know how drastic that is here? Are you kidding me? People are talking about it's freezing.
I'd be telling them, hold my beer. Come on up to Minnesota for a week.
People are getting their parkas out, man. It's about to hit like 68.
And right now we've got high school tournament time going on, and this is our requisite blizzard we got coming for.
Hey, this is where the snowbirds come, my friend. It is baseball season right here, and people come down here not for it to be 68. They come for 80, not 68. They're freezing down here.
Joe,
a lot of white hairs are like all curled up right now.
Joe, you know what I'm gonna do?
Such a disappointment.
Oh, curly hair?
Hey Joe, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find out where you live, right? And I'm gonna hire someone to get a snow machine, right? And they're gonna blast you up.
Bury his house with 10 feet of snow.
You wake up in the morning, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh no, you don't seem to understand. Because every once in a while I come out in the morning and my windows are like fogged up, and I'm like, whoa, it must be cold out here. The windows are foggy. I gotta turn my windshield wipers on.
I got a question for you, Joe. Have you ever used an ice scraper?
Not here, no.
Like
He's never even had to use one in LA for that matter.
In New Mexico, you bet, but not here. No, heck no. That doesn't happen here, man. No way.
Isn't New Mexico a bordering state?
I mean, the southern border of New Mexico touches Mexico. Yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy how like New Mexico gets such different weather than Arizona. Like they're right next to each other, right?
Well,
it's just the geography too.
It's so much higher.
Yeah, elevation.
We're in Albuquerque specifically is a mile higher. So it's a mile high. So it's
no charge, right?
No charge. Phoenix only. I think Phoenix is what 1,600 feet, 15 or 1,600 feet, something like that. I could check, but it's not that high. So
it's just crazy the drastic weather from state to state.
Mm-hmm. It is actually, yeah. Oh, my correction. Phoenix is showing, at least Google says that it's 1,086 feet.
All right.
So it's pretty low. And then you compare that to 5,000 feet of Albuquerque, and then certain parts of Albuquerque are, well, the outer areas are, closer to 6,000 feet.
Mm.
And then you got the mountains that are right there on the outside of Albuquerque. They're 12,000. So
here you go. Here you go, guys.
Right. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, here's some other relevant ones. Tucson is 2,300 feet. Flagstaff is 6,900 feet, and Vegas is 2,000 feet.
Well, I'm actually curious in my own area.
So all that stuff makes a difference, man. In the especially out here in the West. In the West, where you have the Rocky Mountains, and New Mexico was the lower part of the Rocky Mountains. So
I'm pretty close to the water. I'm like a mile from the water, so I'm probably not that high at all.
Yeah, all that stuff kind of matters. So that the weather is definitely colder, and you get in the higher elevations. Like if you were to go up to Flagstaff, good Lord, yeah, it's drastically different up there. And that's only a couple hours away. It's it's a couple hours to the north. Thank God.
Our elevate. You want to know what our elevation over here is?
Yeah, what is it? What is the elevation?
It is 50 feet.
Ooh.
50 feet.
We're one with the weather. We're one with the water.
Wow.
Yeah, flooding doesn't do you guys well.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no doubt. Right. Yeah. Wow.
The city that I lived in used to be the richest city in the world at one point in time. Like back in the day, like it was a whaling city. They used to do like a lot of it's like one of the biggest ports in the world.
Oh.
But ever since the whaling went out, it kind of just like went downhill a little bit. But it's cool.
I don't know, man. Loretta's still out there. I mean, you can catch her. Maybe Bertha.
Who's
What
what are you talking about?
You don't see that, Tom? That was the Kool-Aid man coming through the wall twice.
Certain names carry certain characteristics.
Only I think you got to go to the local trailer park for those.
Yeah, it just is what you're calling whaling, man. Yeah.
Boston whaler.
What's your definition of whaling? You know what I'm saying?
It should have been a sports team.
Yeah, they need love too. Just saying.
Yeah, Boston Whalers sounds good for an expansion baseball team.
It sounds excellent, actually.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah, the Boston Whalers. Yeah,
Boston Whalers, or even a football team for that matter.
That's the city I'm in.
Hey, you know what? Did any of you guys hear about all the damn horses dying at Santa Anita Racetrack?
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
I heard about it. Mom saw it on the news.
Isn't that sad, man? Like all the,
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's a major. Santa Anita is a major horse track, man.
Why?
Over $1 million worth of horses gone right there.
Because it's like closed right now, right? I believe.
Yeah, they had to shut it down. It's like they don't know what the hell's going on. That is, I mean, they normally have 10 horses die a year, and I think they've had over 20 die.
Wow.
Already.
Yeah.
Don't they have air conditioning in the damn barns or what?
No, it must be what they're feeding them.
Yeah, they don't know what, and now they have jockeys that are like, I ain't racing here. You know what I'm saying? If you're a jockey, or screw the jockeys. If you're one of the people that maintains horses and stuff like that, you're one of the trainers and all. There's a lot of other support people. A lot of other support people that are there every day. You've got to feel like, whoa, what? I mean, if the horses are dying, like, what's next, Chief? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes these things kind of, catch on to humans as well. You've got to wonder if it's safe for you to even work there.
Yeah, but on another story, we got a surplus of glue now too.
A what?
Surplus of glue.
Oh, I saw what Rod did there. Even Joe sees it.
It must be the beer talking.
Yeah, and dog food.
50.7 ounces.
Dog food's gone up. Yeah.
Did you hear about they just passed it? I think today or yesterday that they can sell genetically modified salmon.
No, I didn't hear about that. To humans?
Yeah. Now, like when you go to the store, there might be genetically modified salmon. I usually try to buy wild.
I do too. When I buy it, it's like we're in a country where everything's not regulated like that to be marked on food. It's like how? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how we can still get away with that.
I'd be going out and catching my own.
Yeah, that's a way to do it.
Well, everybody can't live up there in Minnesota, Andrew.
No,
right? We all got the wild outside.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got wild here, but in order to go to the Great Lakes, I got to go 150 miles north.
Yeah.
I'm in St. Paul. I'm in the big city.
If it's genetically modified anything, it better be cheaper, you know?
But I don't even want to eat it though.
I don't want to mess with it if it's genetically modified.
Not that we don't eat genetically modified on a day-to-day basis that we don't even know. But it's like, how can I say this? When I know it's genetically modified, I'd rather not eat it.
Well, isn't that kind of the whole state of malt liquor just in general? Isn't that kind of a genetically modified just beverage?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Havana and Malt Mustang in the chat.
Yeah, it's not really like
corn. It's like genetically modified corn and bullshit. And it's like
that stuff's like that can't be good for you at all. You know what I'm saying?
I'll break it down. It's like they're putting 87 gas into this. Right? Whose vehicle is gonna?
It'd actually probably help it.
Yeah.
Or you could say we're putting the diesel in our engine, right?
They should add the mixed fuel. Is that what they should do?
They're going to put the additives.
Yeah, to kind of
at least
bring
the gasoline would disinfect whatever's in there.
Drinking the gas would be better for him. Is that what you're saying, Earth? Yeah,
he's about right.
Yeah, they're making that laboratory meat and stuff, man.
Yeah, they are actually. They're getting so good with this laboratory made beef that they're making the blood and everything, man. Like it literally, I've seen them because in other countries they're already serving it. Like you can get like little slivers of this genetically made beef, and it literally has the blood and everything. It looks no effing different. It's crazy, man.
No, I'm confused now because I think I watched the same thing you watched. It was like literally because there was one that was like a 3D printer that was printing it. And then there was another one that they were just like making it, like it was just growing. But is that genetically modified?
Yeah, that's it. That's what they're talking about. Yeah.
But is that genetic? I know, but like, is that genetically modified, or is there another word for it? Because what is genetically modified? What I think of is like,
they call it cloning or something, but it's the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know. That's the problem. Like, I don't know because I think when I think of genetically modified, I think of like feeding it more so it can be bigger and like putting more stuff into it, like a cow. Like when they put like
feed it like grains, steroids or something, right?
When they feed it grains instead of like grass and all that, you know what I mean? Just to get it bigger and heftier and like everything.
So like kind of serving you like an Andrew.
Yeah. Andrew's genetically modifying himself. He's doing it right now. He's doing it the right way. He's not genetically modified. Water.
He's drinking the water. We don't know what's in that stuff, man.
That's true. It's true.
Fluoride, chlorine.
Exactly. We don't know what's in that stuff. Then you end up with a bunch of Andrews, man. I'm gonna crack open this Founder's Sumatra Mountain Brown, baby.
Oh, very nice. I had one of those a little while ago. Those are nice.
Yeah, Sumatra Mountain Brown Imperial Brown Ale brewed with Sumatra coffee.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I just like saying Sumatra. Here we go. Here's a smoke, Neary. You can eat it.
Oh, that's gonna get some smoke.
Oh, dude, no smoke. The smoke sucked. Oh, I feel robbed. I feel like
hopefully the taste can bring your back into your system.
I'm watching right now a documentary, and I don't know what channel it was on or anything, but it's a documentary on beer. And it seems to be mostly about the 13 beer, oh, what do they call them? Like connoisseurs, or there's like 13 beer educators in the world.
You're talking about the Master Cicerones?
Cicerones. There you go.
I thought it was like 16 of them now. But
there might be. There might be. I haven't gotten to that because there was 13 going in the beginning of this documentary, and these cats are like taking a test, and so however many of them pass the test, then that will add to the 13. So there might be, if there's 16, then maybe 3 of them pass this test, and I don't know that yet. But if
you remember what documentary, let me know for sure. I'd like to see that.
Oh yeah. Let me look it up again real quick. That won't take long because
if you're a Master Cicerone, man, you can get a job anywhere.
Well, if you're a master, there's only, like you said, like 16 or 13 of them.
There's different levels of
4 levels, right?
Yeah. So it's very, very, very interesting, man. It really is. I am nowhere near any of those levels.
Oh, you're past the first level if you take the test. That's a certified beer.
Oh, okay.
You would know enough for that.
Beers of Joy.
Beers of Joy.
That is the documentary. Let me see. Let me look it up on Google here. But that's the one I'm watching.
I know.
Beers of Joy.
Darwin beer reviews.
And it's well made, man. Beers of Joy documentary, and it. Let me see. Here it is on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's look it up on here. I'll share the screen with you on Rotten Tomatoes. It is well made so far. I'm only about 30 minutes into it so far. Okay. So I'll finish watching it, after the show here. But
where did you pick it up at? Are you getting it like on internet or cable or?
Yeah, just kind of on the internet.
Netflix,
Yeah. Right. But. So I don't know what channel it is or anything. As you guys know, I'm one of those extreme cord cutters. I download most of the content I watch and stuff. So, but it's really interesting. And here's the do they talk about? They don't talk about where you could catch it or anything. Okay. Watch now on iTunes or Fandango now.
Okay.
So maybe those are sources where you can watch it, but. If you were to watch it, find it. So far, it's pretty damn interesting and pretty. I like this one guy that they show on this documentary. He's kind of a historian of beer, as far as he likes to. He's pretty much he knows the history of beer and its relevance to food. His strong point is cooking with beer, and so he's trying to get back to like the beginning or something is what he's trying to say. I know I'm not, like I said, I'm only 30 minutes into it. So it shows a part where he goes back to St. Louis and talks with the historian from Anheuser-Busch. And you know what, man? I try to give a lot of credit to Anheuser-Busch, right? Every time we talk about him, and it's real easy to bash on them. But dear God, when you see that they have a historian, and then when you think about it, they go back 150 years in beer. And they literally had everything that they've ever done with beer, ever. They have it. And that lady who was the historian from Anheuser-Busch was huge files of just stuff on beer. Encyclopedias on beer, everything on beer, anything to do with beer, they had it. And it was really, really, really interesting. They had old magazines that if you were a brewer, you had to know. Like you had to have a subscription to, I forget the name of the magazine back then, but it was a particular magazine. So it was cool for him to look through that magazine from the 1800s and see the different information that they had on beer back then, It's It's a pretty cool documentary, man, and they kind of show a lot of these people studying for the test. I didn't realize it was like a 20-hour deal. It's like 10 hours each day to be a master cicerone.
Yeah, it rivals some of the stuff we do, like in the financial.
Yeah, they said it's very comparable to being a master whatever with wine or, any of these other big highfalutin pinky out sort of deals,
Yeah. I mean, you get to like the master level and it's like you're sitting there and they're like, oh, Joe's got this beer. What beer is it? And they could pretty much get in and sniff it like, oh, this is freaking Sierra Nevada, one of their beer of the world type. I mean, they know how to break everything down, a lot of their stuff.
And they were showing it. They were getting to that part where these guys are literally having their girlfriends or wives or whoever blind taste test them, so they're like 7 or 8 beers, maybe it's 9 beers in front of them. They don't know what beer it is, and they have to pick the style.
Yeah.
And that, if you've ever done that, that's kind of tough to do. I know this right now is a brown ale, an imperial brown, because I looked at the label. I poured it out of this bottle. But if you don't know, it's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're showing it right there on camera. And, the one guy picked like 1 beer out of the 9, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
'cause it's a tough thing to do. And especially as much as the breweries right now are mix mashing so much of this and that, like we talk about all the time. Try to tell the difference between a pale ale and an IPA right now. Good luck. That's your day. Good luck.
Well, you go in and taste it and know which hops and stuff are being used and everything. I mean, it's because I looked at getting started with the certified beer level and then going into the next one, which would have been the advanced Cicerone, I think. And I forgot what the third one is, but the top one is a master, so the 4 levels. And it's like, by the time you get to the second one, it's like it's smelling. Because I don't know if you ever watched like Tanya Mikowski. She did the second one, I believe, and they send you to go and get this kit so you can smell all the off flavors and know what off flavors identify with what. Because when you go to that test, then you have a written and an oral, but then you also have the scratch and sniff basically portion of it too. Mm-hmm. And the more you go up, the more stuff becomes detailed.
Yeah.
It's like it was a Kung Fu episode. You're definitely the teacher if you get to Master Cicero. You're teaching Carradine and everything.
That's exactly what they were calling them. They're like beer educators, is what they call themselves. Once they get to master, like they were. It was pretty. The guy's sitting there eating barley, bro. He's like, yeah, let me see. This should taste like. He's crunching it. I'm like, yeah. Dude, I don't take my beer that damn serious. Holy crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, you're thinking about it and you're going, man, that is really the only true way to know what you're getting. Like, if you're sampling a beer, it should taste like that, right? Yeah. Or if you're getting any sort of, and he's like, as he's chewing it, he's going, okay, this should taste like this, and I should be getting some dryness and should be getting some sweetness. And you know what I'm saying? And you're like, all that makes some sense, man. Dang, you're right. I'm never doing that, though. I'm glad you're taking one for the team. You know what I'm saying? Because, damn.
Yeah, I can say, like, the times I've made beer, I mean, being able to do that and actually have the hops there, or the grain or whatever in your hand or your, I mean, it makes a difference when you start to understand a little bit more when you're actually talking about it. So,
what do you think, Earth? Have you ever considered being a Cicerone or any sort of deal like that? Anybody or?
No, negative. It's not every day you want to just take a handful of 2-row and just start chomping on it.
Why can't 2-row be your trail mix, Earth?
I mean, come on, man.
I mean, it could. It's not that bad, really.
And that's the thing, right? It's like it's one of those deals. Like, okay, do you want to get a handful of hops and just like have at it? What do you think, Pat? You ever had any inclination to be a master Cicerone?
No.
Take a second. Think about it.
Yeah, really think about it, man. Absolutely. What do you?
Yeah.
That is funny, man. So what do you got for us, Pat? You got a beer to share with us or anything, brother?
Yeah, I've been struggling to try to get on for a little while now, but luckily I have something good to enjoy. So I've got another Tombstone, all the hop triple IPA.
Oh, okay. Let me look that up.
Your mic, your camera was getting me sick for a second.
Pat's got a lot of stuff going on.
Looks delicious, though.
Tombstone. What was it again? Tombstone.
All the hop, and it's a triple version.
Okay.
All about the hop, I think.
Yeah, all the hops. Yeah, the triple.
How big?
You know
is
what?
that
I have
brewery?
to apologize to you, Pat, because you were saying Tombstone, and I was thinking the brewery from Flagstaff that whole time. So I'm like, what? I know I bought that beer. And what's the beer from that brewery? The main one from Flagstaff.
What's the one called now? I'm thinking of it's actually pretty good. They have Mother Road.
Is it Mother Road or like Tree something? Is it Tree something or something to do with a tree? No.
Yeah, there's one really big one, and there is a Flagstaff Brewing.
Yeah.
And there's like a Dark Sky.
But in any case, I was thinking of the one. You were completely right. Yeah, you cannot find Tombstone. Is the point I'm trying to get to now? Because and I was thinking of the one from Flagstaff for some damn reason, and you can get their beer, Lumberjack or something, right?
Oh yeah, Lumberjack, yeah.
So in any case, so all the hops. Let me share the screen with people here so they can see this one, and this is the triple IPA version, and that's just it. Like we were talking about the Master Cicerones. They're supposed to be able to pick out the difference between a regular IPA, a double, and a triple. Like they're supposed. Yeah. They said right now there's like 100 different styles, and that's growing and growing and growing. And these cats are supposed to know the difference. Blind tasting, supposed to know at least the basics. Look at this beer, Tom. You've got 354 ratings on here, 338 in the last 30 days. Tombstone Brewing, man. This is down there in Tombstone, Arizona. And it's got a 10% ABV, no IBUs rated, 4.46 rating.
That's one
that
of the
is
ratings
solid as hell.
Do they distribute very far?
No.
No, I mean, they're, basically the brewery and then like local.
Just local.
Yeah. So like the place I get it from is one of two locations that get a lot of it, because every time they announce a can release, the owner actually drives down to Tombstone and buys as much as they can and brings it back. So like most people get like one case and they'll get 12 or whatever. But I think that's like a 3-4 hour drive each way.
Yeah.
For them probably.
Yeah.
So, dedication.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really do think they're as good as it gets in Arizona. They actually have that location on tap. They don't have a bar, but they have a growler station. They have a bourbon barrel imperial stout that I think has a even higher rating on tap that I'd like to try, but I didn't have any. I don't know. It's pretty pricey, but
it looks like they're doing pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah.
It can get.
I actually have another one I was going to open, but if I got on earlier, but I don't have a lot of time. But they make really good sours too.
Oh yeah, sours can be pretty damn decent. You've got the brewery as a whole. As a whole, they're listing on Untappd. Just the brewery itself gets a 4.08.
That's pretty
solid. They've got 192 beers on here, and they get a 4.028 out of 36,000 ratings, man. That tells you how damn solid that brewery is right there, my friends. I wonder what's the top. Hey, Earth, is there a way to find out who's the top rated brewery on Untappd? Period.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, it's got that function where you can go in there and look at all that stuff.
Hey, Tom, if you could figure that out for me and just let me know who the brewery is, that'd be awesome, man. I would love to know.
That's a good fact.
Did you see Ryan's comment? Beer by the numbers.
Oh, let's see. Thought about Cicerone's stuff for a hot minute, but then I realized how much weight I would end up gaining. Yeah. You know what? And that's no. You know what's funny is two of the guys that are doing this on that documentary, are incredibly fit, thin guys. But yeah, they're drinking beer constantly. Like one of the things about beer is you have to drink it. It's not like wine where you spit it out. You have to drink it.
Yeah, but I don't know if they drink all their beers all the way. Like they may drink the taste and stuff like that, but they may only drink like 2 or 3 ounces a bottle. Yeah, I'd be curious if they drink all the way through or not.
Right. Yeah, well, see, the thing of it is these guys are blind tasting a couple times a day.
Yeah.
I think it's like 9 beers. Dude, I don't care.
They keep a treadmill in the office, man.
One of the things you've got, who was that? Sam Cooke from, what's his name? Cox?
Yeah, Jim Cook from Samuel Adams.
From Samuel. It's one of the things he commonly says, man. You're like an alcoholic, like you're functioning alcoholic when you own or run a brewery or whatever the case may be, because dear God, you're constantly drinking beer. I think Zach's in the chat right now. He could probably chime in on it and comment for sure, because you're basically just a functioning alcoholic, man. I mean, it's the nature of the game with this stuff. Like, especially as a head brewer or something. I mean, you're constantly sampling beer at different levels of the process daily, I would imagine, depending on the batch of beer and everything. Hey, did you tell us what you were getting from that beer there, Pat? Did you? And lots of it.
No, I mean it's that sort of, I don't know, tropical fruit kind of melony. The whole thing is that all the hops is what it is. So they get all these like hops from their. Apparently, they actually go through and only get hops from certain and then so they get like big batches of those, and then they do single hop series of each of them. Like Cascade, Armorio, all that kind of stuff. And then whatever they have left over, they throw into one big batch and do this beer apparently. Which I think this is the first time they've done this one, but they had one called like More Hops, Most Hops, and something else earlier that was kind of the same thing, where they do like a single, double, triple of the same beer. So there's all the hops. They have a single IPA and a double IPA version as well. That I think, is just a smaller version.
And how's the body of the beer? The body of the beer, I would imagine, is nice and full. And
yeah, and it's, the haziness and whatever else, it's already going to be like that anyway. But then with that 10% ABV, it's definitely starts to approach, like I don't know, like a strong ale or something like that as far as the mouthfeel. But but it's good. It's a little pricey, but not crazy. Like I think a 4-pack was like $20 or something like that.
Well, there's certain beers we make exceptions for, right? You get those, even local beers that are local to your state are still kind of hard to get if they're not immediately in your area. And we make exception for those beers, right? They're like, well, it's rare and all this and that, so well.
I was just think too, like, so if you go to a bar and you get a pint, they're 16-ounce cans, which makes it a little better. You're getting paying like $5 for a shitty beer, or potentially depending on where you are. So like, you're at home, you don't have the bar experience, but it's not like outrageous, Whereas like, I've seen, what is it, like the Monsters Park that Imperial Stout from Modern Times. They do like a 12-ounce can of that that's like $15 or $16.
Ooh.
Like a 12-ounce can. And to me, that's like a little beyond my limit unless it's something really special, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. Wow.
Yeah, that's like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, a 5-hour milkshake there. Like,
wow. That's
if you cross $1 an ounce, that's like a serious cutoff for me.
well, you know what? I think even if Tombstone Brewing Company were to send their beers to Kentucky, then
Rod J would get a deal.
Instant lowered price.
Best believe that.
I believe Rod J would get that beer cheaper than we could right here a couple hours away in Arizona. Yeah.
Rod J would find literally the lowest of the low prices for the beer. He'd be able to get like 48 bottles or cans of the stuff.
Okay, so how are we doing on that beer there, Rod? How are we doing?
The bottle is empty.
Oh,
50.7 ounces gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like a champ.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
it's only 6.8 or what was the ABV earlier? Yeah, so
that's a 50-ounce bottle for a 50 man right there.
I'm thinking like Andrew tonight. I'm just knocking him back.
Yeah, just crushing it.
That's the bottle you always hold in your hand when you're walking out the door at the end too.
Andrew's got a mug that'll hold that whole beer.
You tell some of the 40 guys a 40. You're like a 40. This is 50, baby. What are you doing? You ain't doing jack.
Nothing. What?
Step your
in
game
beer
up,
show
man.
in the beer show last Saturday, I slammed. I think it was 5 or 6 beers.
Like what? I can't even hear you with that. Right? I can't even. What are you talking about?
You gotta get your game up higher where I can hear you.
Raise it up a little bit. What? Did someone say something? What?
That's actually the problem with this one is like the 10%, but it drinks like a 7 or something, you know.
Oh yeah, they'll catch up to you.
That's a no bueno. No effing bueno right there.
But get this, one of the things I got this weekend when I went, it was 11.1 ABV. One of the closeout deals they had, it was $5.99 for a 4-pack. And it was a Gweibacher's 23rd anniversary. It was still solid. It was an imperial beer they had made, so
that's the deal.
Of course, I picked up 2. So
Jesus.
Well, this Sumatra Mountain's 9%. This bad boy ain't messing around either. 40 IBUs and 9%. Solid beer, man. And that's after a night of drinking top shelf Long Island iced teas, baby. Just
liquor before beer. Liquor before beer.
Last night was a little rough, man. Woo!
I actually came up on a pretty good deal this week. I bought a 6-pack of some black IPA, and it's 11.2%, $12.
Oh,
hey, not bad.
Nice.
That's about as good as I can do for a Rod J deal.
Yeah, that's
California, baby. It's California.
There's only one Rod J. There's only one.
I grabbed it thinking it was like 6-7%, and I didn't even realize it was 11.2.
I think Rod J is the U.S. version of Neary.
That's exactly what I said earlier.
No, think about what Neary did. What was it, Joe? Like last year, or 2 years ago, he bought all this beer and he put it into his cellar underneath his house.
Yeah.
What was it, like 100 cans of beer or bottles or some shit?
It was like 56 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he did like a Rod J haul.
He bought
Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
Well, no, he bought 56 of the
Rocheforts.
Rochefort. What was it?
Something like that, or 10?
9, I think, or 10. Yeah, something like that. Rochefort. It was.
I think there's 6, 8, 10 are the numbers. I think so.
Yeah.
Or they 8, 10, 12.
Yeah, I just got some crazy places. I mean, like Todd is in the chat, and he came up here to visit last year to go to a beer fest with me. I took him to one of the spots. He ended up getting like a bottle of Duval, like a 25-ounce bottle for like $5.99.
Oh.
So he knows it's true. He knows it's true.
I was pretty proud of my 6-pack of Expedition Stout for $6. That's pretty good.
That's really good for Expedition. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I drank it like in a week. Unfortunately, I was like, "Oh, I'll keep it around, just grab one every now and then."
Yeah, the first time I had Guinness Foreign Extra Stout was at one of the places. I didn't know how good it actually was because I'm a big Guinness fan. Usually, they had a case of it, 24 cans in a case, $12.99.
Whoa.
Bought the case, found out how good it was. Of course, by the time I went back, they were wiped out on it. And I was like, I should have bought. They had I went to 20 cases. I should have bought more.
What is it? Thin like your regular Guinness, or it have more body to it?
It's more body. It's 7.5%. It's actually mainly sold in the Caribbean, in Asia, and then parts of Africa.
Really?
It's a sweeter type thing. They just started now bringing it to U.S. So, like on the video I uploaded tonight, I was able to find a 4-pack because that's gonna be my St. Patty's Day beer. That they started.
Yeah, you got a bottle in the fridge too.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that, but the show next week is actually right
before St. Patty's Day. Yeah, because that's the next Sunday.
We'll have to do something on that on the show 500 then, Joe.
Yeah, well, it's already show 500. I mean, it's kind of built in, like it's.
So you're gonna do I guess 500 show with some St. Patty's type stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know what's gonna. Who knows? I feel like a lot of times I'm the last one to know what's gonna happen on.
We're all gonna start the show chugging Guinness.
Yeah.
It just
all of us are gonna tip back to green Guinness.
What happens on the show just kind of happens on the show. I have no idea sometimes, man. I'm like the last.
The marathon at the end, just all Guinness.
Yeah, all Guinness.
There's a good question though. Like, is there anybody that has any type of special beers they want to drink for St. Patty's Day? Any type of Irish beers?
I had a beer that I was going to drink for episode 500, but
I have to admit, I'm not a big St. Patty's Day is one of those days. If I happen to be at a bar and I snap that it is St. Patrick's Day, I'm like, okay, let's do something. But I'm not like a big pre-planner for St. Patty's Day. You know what I'm saying? I have to admit, I'm not.
It's a big party day in America, though. I mean, I just see a lot of people calling it on Monday because it's a Sunday this year. There's gonna be a lot of green flu, I bet.
If I drank one on St. Patty's Day, it'd have to be after I got home from work. Because I'm going to be working overnights for the next month between Friday and Monday.
It's a good excuse to pinch a lot of tushes, right? Just
not if you're married. That don't work when you're married.
Hey, if you're married, that's like the day. It's the day. I can't. What am I supposed to? You didn't have green on, honey.
Sorry, honey. It's in the rules. It's in the rules.
It's in the rules. It's kind of like Christmas time, and you see mistletoe. I had to. It ain't my tongue had to go down her throat, baby. What can I do? It's built the mistletoe.
You know what's funny? Like 20 or so years ago, I can remember being like at company parties and you got mistletoe around. You don't see that anymore at company parties now with all people getting sued and everything.
No. You're lucky to see alcohol at a company.
Yeah.
It used to be those things were like alcohol was included, baby.
Yeah.
Well, that was the day. Like the company party would be at a hotel, and that's what's up.
That was before the pussification of this country, and also sexual harassment lawsuits and shit like that.
I can remember people getting hyped up. You going to a party? Like, hell yeah, I'm going to the party. That you go. Nowadays, like, I don't know, son. I don't know if I'm make it. I don't know.
There's a couple St. Patty's Days where I went out and I played up the whole fact that I look very Irish. My name is Patrick. And I got a handful of free drinks pretty easy that way. Like
please. It's built in for this guy. St. Patty's Day. You know, the guy's redhead. He's Patrick. It's St. Patty's Day. Hello.
You're a little bit of gray in mine, but mine's red.
Yeah, he could show up with like a green hat and a green suit, and he's like, hello, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. This is
the only thing I don't have is the leprechaun height.
The only thing better, Pat, was if it was your birthday. Like,
well, my
You just gotta walk on
is
your knees, Andrew.
at the end of March. It's close.
I'd still be too tall for a leprechaun.
Probably so.
Yeah, that's it, man. You're like, hey, look, my birthday's in March. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I am it. I'm the guy, right? Yeah. It's like I'm the big milk dud guy now, right? I even went to work and told some people that. Yeah, I'm the milk dud guy.
Hey, Joe, you should try and find a T-shirt now.
Yeah, now I gotta get a T-shirt and everything.
Joe, did you pass out milk?
Yeah, I should pass out milk duds.
Pass out milk duds.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Oh, you should pass out milk duds singing the Candyman.
Oh, you gonna
yeah, play a Sammy Davis Jr. version of that.
Yeah.
Do a little tap dance as I'm walking in and everything, right? Yeah.
Forget the Oreos, have the milk duds playing Candyman.
Milk duds. Yeah.
Joe, you can have a radio on you. Do you like the sounds so they know you?
That's right.
Oh,
That's
let's see.
And just walk in. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, the Candyman.
You know you're there before you're there.
Normally, when I walk in, and if someone, because there's a certain shift when I walk into work, and they're on lunch. So if I walk in and their man's eating a banana, they don't eat bananas anymore around me. I'm telling you, they just don't. Because if I walk in and I'm like, oh, baby, how you doing? I'll start like giggling.
Here you go, Joe.
I'll get a little giggly. Oh, baby, how you doing? How you doing? And they're like, if you, Joe. I'm like, no, man, look, it ain't like that, baby. I just want to watch a man eat his banana. I'm just saying. And so the other day, my dispatcher, and those that don't know, my dispatcher is female. I walk in the other day to work, and
she have a banana?
No, better than a banana. She was eating a soft-boiled egg, and I was like, hey, baby, how you doing? I just want to watch a woman eat her egg. I'm just saying. I avoided using the word "wevel" at work. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to use "wevel," but I used a non-offensive word, which was egg, and she was literally eating an egg. So there's nothing offensive about that. I'm like, I'm just watching a woman eat her egg. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't stop laughing because she knew who she was doing it in front of. You know what I'm saying? She was just laughing her ass off. God bless it, mad at herself because she knew, like, damn it, he caught me eating this damn egg. You know what I'm saying?
People at your place of employment, they gotta watch out when you're on shift.
I know.
I could just imagine what some of your customers think when you're dropping stuff off. I mean, you gotta be one hell of a card to have come in the door.
Yeah. My boss, he was in there talking to somebody. I don't know what he was doing, but I just was like, oh, I can't let this go. So I walked in, I put my arm around him. I was like, hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and right away, one of the other guys was like, sir, I'd be very scared. And he goes, I am.
It's like, say you're having a real shitty day. And then you got Joe D making a delivery, and it does a 180, and everybody's all happy.
It's the voice. It's the hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's the voice. And whatever it is, I don't care. Whatever you're doing, you just do the voice, and that makes it better. I'm just saying. Whatever it is you're doing, you gotta do the voice. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And it just makes it better. Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, stuff like that. It's just wonderful, man. I love it. It's because it instantly will take people from a total bit session they're having to just laughing their ass off because you can't You can't be serious after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the whole thing of it. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta.
Someone's got a window open, an airplane flying overhead.
I opened up another beer and I gotta show this because.
Oh yeah. Show up. What you got, Pat?
Look at this thing.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that color.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that another Tombstone? I see a picture of one here.
Yeah, it looks
like
cranberry.
Cranberry, like cranberry, raspberry, or something here.
Snozzberry.
Which berry?
The Snozzberry Berliner.
Yeah, I seen a picture of it right now.
So it's actually cranberry, strawberry, black currant. So.
Yeah.
And it's actually big for a Berliner. It's 5%, which most are like 3-something. So it's like a true Berliner. But it's pretty crazy. I know you can see the pour, but like the pour itself is like.
What's the style?
It's just a Berliner Weiss.
A fruit beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a fruit
Berliner be a sour.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So is it pretty true to that style there, Pat?
You get a little tartness.
It is, yeah. In fact, the fruit's pretty mellow, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm going to share the screen with you guys on this one because apparently everything that Tombstone makes, I need to be more diligent about grabbing some of these beers myself since they're local to the state at least. But you got 213 totals, 213 in the last 30 days as well. 5%, no IBUs, rated at this time 4.11.
Tyler D wasn't a fan. Well, no, he was a fan. He just said country cranberry you.
So I'm going to show some photos of this.
It definitely has cranberry. I mean, that's pretty forward. Which if you don't like that, you're not going to like this. But
he gave it a 3.5 though. So it's like, how would you when you give it a 3.5?
Sick. Look at that. Look at the color.
That looks great. I like it.
Look at that. Look at that, man.
Is there any pulp in that?
No, it doesn't look like it, but it's easy to tell. Like I have a very bright light next to me. I can't see through it at all. So
that's an empty glass.
That's kind of like some of the 450 North stuff we're in here.
So like
it does look like those ones you've been drinking, Rod.
Yeah.
I mean that's a seriously bright light, and it like barely. It's good looking.
I wish Untapped like. How certain people like certain styles, like someone that doesn't really go into those types of beers, they go into it expecting something different than what it really is.
Right. It's like if you rate this and like, ugh, sours are gross.
Yeah. I wish the algorithms like caught in there knowing like the people that. How can I say this?
That sounds like an expensive algorithm, actually.
Well, it is. I mean, that's why you just can't put as much in the ratings either.
Well, it almost seems like if you cut off like the top and 5%, you'd probably cut off people that are overrating it, and then people that are like don't understand. Because there's a beer I have too, which I talked about before. That's like a sour, which the rating on Untappd is like 4.7 something. And I saw reviews for that were like 2 stars. Like, oh, it's too sour, and it's like, come on,
dude,
you don't know what you're talking about clearly.
Yeah.
So, like, if you got rid of the bottom 5 and top 5, I think you would kind of get more of a true rating.
As you always have to follow your palate. I mean, that's why I like to put ratings in my videos. People like started asking me to put ratings in. I'm like, well, I'll put it in for my personal thing, but if you don't know my strategy for it, it might not make sense to you.
Well, and the thing is, like, if I understand, like, a shit beer, I'm going to rate that relative to other shit beers. You know, like, a PBR, I think I give, like, 3 stars or 3.5 stars or something like that, or bottle caps or whatever. Because, like, obviously you don't compare that to, like, a good IPA. That's compared to other shitty lagers, you know?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I like to rate it, like, for my palate. Like, how it feels to me, like, I just did a thing on the Old Miller High Life because they had the champagne bottles, and it was like, you know, it's for me, I think my rating on it might have been like a 2.75 or something like that, but it's like as far as it would rate versus that style, it's a strong rating against other North American adjunct lagers, but not everybody's going to get that. I'm not rating it versus like one of the top, you know, Treehouse or something out there. It's just what it is as it stands alone. So, Just enjoy the beer. It's the big thing.
Yeah, I dig everybody's rating. Honestly, I don't have any problem with any of the ratings. It all balances out in the end. I think
I mean, it's all pointless anyway, right?
I mean, this thing is getting a 4.11. I mean, I don't really give a rip about someone rating it 2 stars when in the end it balances out. Anything 3.75 or over, once a beer starts getting rated around 3.5, you know that, or above that, then that beer's possibly drinkable to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
the highest rated, possibly drinkable. That's what brewers go for. On their packaging.
That's their pride right there. Yeah, possibly drinkable.
I got to throw the flag on Todd in the chat there because Todd said no one gets Rod J deals when he knew he got one when he was with me.
Yeah, what's up with that, Todd? Mr. Todd with a name like Todd.
He got a Rod J deal when he was with me.
And he's the one that got a Rod J deal. Not all of us get Rod J deals. Todd.
Hey, Craig, cheers, brother.
How you doing?
Good.
Craig, what's up, brother? I saw you got some you got like a beer mail or something recently.
Yeah. I was quite lucky. I won an Instagram thing. So from a guy in New York. So I was like, yeah, come on.
Heck yeah. Bonus beer is always
bring it.
Yeah, exactly. Bring it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a bit of
Tell
luck.
us what you won, man. Tell everybody else what you won in case some people don't know.
I've got 4 cans of Monkish Brewing Company from California. So that's
awesome.
like
so now you have more than I've ever had.
So yeah,
right.
I'm 2 hours away from the damn place.
Yeah, doesn't that hurt your feelings, Earth? Like
so it's quite lucky, really.
this guy's like probably 5,000-6,000 miles away, and he's getting the beer ahead of you.
See, Craig's deals are international deals. So
yeah, that's right.
just one of them things,
I call on my buddy Craig from across the pond, for Christ's sake, to find out about local beers in my area. How about that?
I just feel sorry for whoever got those beers for you because they had to stand there and do nothing forever.
I don't know. It's a guy on Instagram. He just seems to have lots of stuff. It's like, I don't know. I'm not going to question it.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Free beer. Good luck to him. But yeah, I know. He told me. I was curious how much it cost him because he sent it from New York, and I think it was about 40 quid. So 40 quid's probably about $45+ to send it across. So it's probably more.
That's not bad, really.
It's probably more than what the actual beers cost, though, I guess.
Yeah, no, I did a beer trade a while back with a guy somewhere in England, and I paid like $120 shipping.
Wow!
Oh wow!
Okay. That's the last time I'm doing that.
Who did you use, Patrick? Was that the post office?
I think it was. It was like a 12. It was like a case, like a wine bottle shipper.
Yeah.
And the thing was, I was into it because like I sent him basically local stuff, and he sent me crazy stuff. Like I actually have one bottle, which is he had a bunch of American stuff, which is weird. Like a Cuvée de Tommy from Lost Abbey, but a 2006 bottle.
Yeah, we can get a lot of Lost Abbey over it.
And then he sent me which is now like a whale, the Armand and Tommy Drie Fontaine, the sour. Which if I still had it would be like, worth like $500 or more kind of thing. So he sent me a lot of crazy stuff. And
damn it. That was a big damn it. Why don't I have that beer still?
Screw Utopia if I had that son of a gun.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. I think I might have gone to Monkish when I was out in LA one time. I'm blanking on it though, because there's another brewery that does a bunch of like milkshake IPAs out there. I know they're kind of the same thing Monkish is. I'm trying to remember that. I'm looking at their little thing here.
Pouring another rare beer here, my friend. Syntax.
Oh yeah, the finest.
You know, I've never had that.
It's a really rare beer. It's hard to find. It's first time having it today.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I was gonna
So.
Hey Joe, since you're the candy man, this one's for you right here, son.
Yeah, Reese's, baby.
The Reese's in the Reese's, the pieces in the cup.
Oh, the pieces in the cup. That's right. Yeah. What's everybody's favorite Reese's? Because I know across the pond, everybody can get Reese's peanut butter cups. If Reese's peanut butter cups is one of your candies that you even mildly enjoy, what's your favorite one? Is it the classic? Is it the double thick? Which one is your favorite, and how do you eat it? What do you say, Andrew? Andrew, what do you have, man?
I'll eat either one, but I prefer the thick. I like the thicker ones.
Do you eat the outer chocolate? Do you eat the whole? Just take a big bite. What do you do?
Two bites, it's gone.
I want to know how you restrained yourself on that when you said I like the thicker ones.
Sometimes it's low hanging fruit, and
yeah, that's true.
So sometimes you just kind of.
He's waiting for someone else to grab it.
You just bat it away.
I'm asking the question. I'm asking. I leave those.
It's either that or I haven't tried them yet. But those really big ones are like 6 inches around.
Yeah, 2 pounds, I think each one.
They're each about a half pound. And they put them out around Christmas.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they're 2 pounds. Each cup is a pound. Yeah,
they come in two.
I'd have, as Wilfred Brimley says, I'd have diabetes after eating them things.
What do you got, Earth? What do you say, man? What's your favorite one? How do you eat them?
Man, how did you know I had that in my freezer right now? I got a bag of the minis right now.
Freezing is a good way to do it. Yeah.
Are the minis your favorite? That way you can just pluck them in.
Yeah, I like the little ones where you just take a bite real quick.
It's hard not to giggle, though, isn't it? It is hard not to giggle.
Earth is a nibble. He's a nibbler.
Craig, do you do Reese's peanut butter cups over there, brother? How do you eat them, man?
Yeah, just the classic for me.
Okay.
Just straight down. Boom.
Yeah.
Good to go.
And Pat, what do you got, man? How do you do it?
I like the seasonal ones, like the Christmas trees or Easter eggs or whatever. Those are always the best.
Oh, okay. The shapes.
We don't get those over here.
It seems like the ratio is like a little more peanut butter to chocolate, and I think that's good.
Okay. All right. And Tom, what do you got, bro?
I'm with Patrick. You get the nice, the Easter ones, and then you got the Christmas trees for Christmas.
Exactly.
Also, you like the special shapes. Yeah. All right.
There's more peanut butter.
I'll agree with them though that you do get a lot more peanut butter in those.
Okay.
We don't get them over here. It's annoying.
The special shape. Now, see, I don't like the special shapes. To me, the special shape, the peanut butter, and the special shapes taste different. So I don't like them.
Maybe that's what I like about it. Maybe it's different than I like that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I like the thick ones. I admit, if I have time, then I like to eat the chocolate around first. I'm that guy that'll be like, you know what I'm saying? and then
like corn on the cob.
Yeah, like that. You kind of
you have the time, like the extra 20 seconds.
And I do prefer. Okay, here we go. I'm lobbing the softball out there. I do prefer the nice cold hard one, baby. Just
batter up.
Swing, batter, swing.
Rod's already got hand on
Who was on deck on that? Yeah.
A cold hard one.
Yeah. Okay, Babe Ruth. Who's gonna be Babe Ruth, man? Come on. There it is. There it is.
No,
He's taking the fat end of the stick.
I don't think anyone's gonna touch that because it's like a live grenade with the pin. It's like whoever hits it, it's gonna come back at him.
It's a sucker for those. Yeah.
It's like Wesley Snipes and White Man Can't Jump. Too easy. It's too easy.
Todd said that's what she said. Yeah. Almost any sort of like your almond Snickers bars and all that sort of thing. I'll eat the chocolate off of the sides first. That's kind of Twix, especially Twix.
Huh?
Oh my God!
You eat the chocolate off the sides on a Twix?
I eat the chocolate off the sides on a Twix and then bite the cookie, baby. I want to see what I'm eating, baby. I want to see if that's real cookie in there.
Now because everybody knows your Oreo fetish. Like, how do you eat the Oreo?
Oh, baby. I twist it apart
to see his cookie.
Lick the cream in the middle, man. I just said.
Show me your cookie.
Show me your cookies.
Who doesn't like cookies? Yeah.
Go get some cookies and milk.
Indeed.
And Todd said, I do too, Joe. Hey, there's a lot of us out there, man. We're out there.
You guys can make up a nice little small group to talk about it.
Basement Beer says, cheers, gents. Happy birthday, Rod J. Hey,
oh, yeah, I didn't know
Jamie.
that.
Cheers,
Jamie. I didn't know that. Happy birthday, Rod, mate.
Oh, thanks, Craig. Cheers.
Happy 50th birthday to Rod J. We're going to continue to do that while we're on the air.
We're going to get some more beer in a second because that 50 ounces didn't do shit.
That's right. Tell them. We're a
round.
bunch of pros on here, man. By the way,
Happy birthday, mate. 50.
By the way, if anybody has not paired a Sumatran brown imperial brown ale, baby, with a a Syntax, dude, perfect pairing.
Is that a cuvee? Is that a cuvee?
So, I'm actually a fan of that. Like making your own beer blends. I don't know if anyone else has done that. But like I took like a chocolate from, I can't remember what the brewery is. It's like a chocolate porter. You can get it all over the place. I think it's a Colorado brewery. And it's like overly sweet. But if you mix, it has good chocolate flavor. Then I mixed that with like an old Rasputin, like 50-50, and it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah. I actually had a little bit, probably this much left in the glass from that brown when I poured that Syntax in there. Dear God.
I mean, good stuff. You can make some good mixes.
I am like, this is excellent, man.
Like how's the black and tans and whatever.
How was the Sumatra on its own?
Really bitter stout.
Sorry.
What's that?
The Sumatran
on its own, yeah.
The Sumatran is solid, man. It really is. It's a damn good brown ale, imperial brown, because it's a big brown.
It's a beer we can get over here, but I've been laying off Founders for the last 6 months. So.
Oh, okay.
A little overpriced, in my opinion. But.
Well,
some other stuff with Founders, but
yeah. You know where I'm going on that one.
I know where you're going with it. Yeah, I haven't bought Founders in a while. But
the Syntax, man. Oh, bro, this is the peanut butter, and it's a mild peanut butter too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not super sweet peanut butter. It's just a mild peanut butter taste that's in there. It's just enough. And you mix that with the Sumatran, oh man, amazing stuff is happening in your mouth, baby. I'm just saying.
So if you had a Girl Scout cookie, which Girl Scout cookie would you eat with that?
Oh, we
with
gotta
that
turn
beer
around
or
for this
just in
one,
general?
man. Oh, we're turning around for this one. Rajay's blowing my mind right now, man. Oh my God. I can't even think right now. That's got to be a Sumatran, right?
Yeah.
The Samoan?
Samoan. A Samoan. You gotta have a Samoan.
Yeah.
Oh, Rajay blew my mind. Oh, head hurt.
So when you get Girl Scout cookies, do you put them in the freezer? I know some people do.
No, I don't put them in the freezer.
Some people put them in the freezer.
Thin mints are good in the freezer. Everything else I wouldn't, but thin mints in the freezer.
Yeah, because they're chocolate. Yeah.
Chocolate mint.
How much is a box though?
Dude, $5 in my area.
Yeah, they're like $5 now here too. Like, and the boxes are smaller, I believe. I think.
Dude, the thin mints are like this big. Each roll is like this big. The thin mints are the smallest box.
Yeah.
These goddamn girls.
And then what's whack is, the thin mint box is the smallest box, and then you open that box, and the roll is this big.
Yeah.
It's completely whack.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like everything else. Everything's getting smaller.
Smaller and costs more.
I looked it up, and I did have to go to Monkish out in L.A. And the beer was good, but I didn't like the brewery at all.
Oh, really?
What was wrong with the brewery? What did you like about it?
It was kind of the industrial area, and I think it was a lot of like
that's normal.
Beer snobby.
All right.
So like, I went there, and like, if I go to a bar or a brewery, like, I want to bullshit with people.
Yeah.
And it was like literally everyone kind of looking away from each other, like on their phone.
Oh, yeah.
Not a single person talking, and it was like what's the point? I just drink this at home, kind of thing. If that's what I'm gonna do,
Pat. When I go to a bar like that, for real,
that's what I'm gonna do.
When I go to a bar, I just immediately buy everybody a shot. I swear to God, it like makes the difference in the world. I'm like, you got tequila here, you got whiskey, whatever you got. Tell everybody I'm buying them a shot, because F this in the butt. And I swear to God. You buy everybody a shot of their choice, and you watch. Give it 30 minutes. I swear the whole mood changes in that place. It is insane.
Well, they're drunk. They're drunker now too. Got them a shot.
But a lot of times, yeah, that too. But sometimes it's just the fact that
just go somewhere else.
Sometimes it's just the fact that
cheaper.
Someone's buying me a drink, and immediately they'll like salute you and stuff. Yeah. And it just invites conversation and laughter. And even if they're not talking to you, they're talking to each other. And it makes I do that all the time. It happens.
You just got to kind of like break them out of the little like bubble.
Yeah. That's all it is, really. And it's just a matter of breaking that ice. Like, what's happening nowadays with all of us on our phones. As you can imagine, I'm pretty much the same cat if you hang out with me anywhere. Like, I'm the same dude, right? I'm a little social. I could have a conversation with a rock. Okay? So, like, I understand not everybody's me. That's the first thing about having a conversation is not everybody's me, right? So I understand, like, for a lot of people, it's really hard to just break that ice. They're not good at it. So immediately they have their earbuds in and they just want to because they're just not good at it and they're uncomfortable with it. So if you break the ice, a lot of times they're like, oh, wow, cool. Yeah, someone wants to talk. Sure, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to break that ice. So once you break that ice, they're like, you can't shut them up after that, and it's great.
I'll just freak them out and just talk to them. That's what I'll do.
So it's
whoa, Craig, yo, dude, what are you doing? Talking? What is this?
Well, being an English guy for a start would freak them out straight away. and then they're probably like,
where were you from?
Yeah, just down the road, mate. You're all right.
So, Joe, with The Rock, when you start out, you're like, hey, how you doing? You look a little stoned.
Hey,
a little dry.
And I cannot top that. That was great. That line stands on its own, baby. Just saying. They're just saying.
Someone took and used some white out and they painted on a rock. Hey, are you stoned? Flip me over. And then the other side says, you must be stoned because you just took orders from a rock.
That's good.
I think, speaking from experience, Joe is actually like very mean in person. Saying all kinds of, just kept on talking about all this shit about me, about how tall I was in my shoes and all this stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, me and Pat have had a few beers, that's for sure, man. Yeah.
Not
Good
nuts,
times.
What's everyone drinking at the moment, generally?
Well, I've talked about mine. What are you having, Andrew? We haven't even talked about you, man.
I got to work tonight. I ain't having anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
On one of those. Earth, what are you having, brother?
I'm having a Black Market.
Oh.
The Black Belt, that triple IPA, black IPA.
When you got the deal on?
Yeah, this is the one.
Is that your first beer tonight or second?
This is number 3.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're still down on me on ounces, though.
I had this one earlier.
What's that?
Oh, Dr. Rudy and Dr. Hate.
I missed that one. I missed that for
Dr. Rudy and Mr. Hayes.
And what are you having, Craig?
I'm on a beer from Connecticut called it's the breweries from Relic Brewing Company. This is the Plague Doctor Double IPA.
Oh, look at that! Wow, the Plague Doctor.
What part of Connecticut?
I did have Branford.
Oh, that's far.
So Pat had a triple. So what's your double IPA like? How would you describe it?
I don't know. I mean, it's a slightly older can than what you really want. It was a gift from my friend Stuart over at Ginger Ale Trail. He was over in Boston earlier in the year or last year, and I picked it up like a few weeks back from him when we met up. And yeah, it's not too bad. It's held up really well considering it's past its best probably, but it's got like a best way to describe it. It's got like a honeydew kind of melon sweetness going on with it.
Oh wow! Okay, all right.
But it's also got like in the malt build, it's probably a little bit more malty than what it was fresh, of course. But the malt it's not in a kind of unpleasant way. It's got more of a kind of a biscuity bready malt, maybe with a little bit more.
Okay.
It's got more a flowery kind of floral kind of thing going on with it as well.
All right.
But it's really nice.
So it complements it. It really complements nice then with the.
Yeah, it works well. Yeah, it works really well. I think so. Really nice.
Good, man. Good. And Pat, what are you having, bro?
I'm still on the.
Okay.
Berry, which is honestly like basically fruit juice. Is what it tastes like. Like cranberry fruit juice. I mean, it's in a good way. It's definitely very tart, very natural fruit, not sweet at all.
And
it
dry.
Looks cranberry.
It looks very
like
dry.
It looks like cranberry juice.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it looks like cranberry juice.
You can still go get it, Joe. I would suggest going out and making yourself a little Tombstone care package. And like I said, there's a handful of breweries. Like I think down here, have you ever been to Ground Control?
No.
I think it's kind of over in your area. Probably not too far from you. You should check them out.
Oh, okay.
They're like a coffee and beer bar, which is kind of weird. And it looks kind of dumpy and shitty on the inside.
Yeah.
They get some of the best beer in the state for sure. Like they've actually done collaborations with some breweries. Like they did one with Borderlands out of Tucson. They did a double IPA, like a hazy double IPA that was, I think, probably the best IPA I've ever had.
Okay.
And it was like only available there and at Borderlands. So like definitely check them out. I think they're not too far from me anyway.
Yeah, there's one. The closest to me is 12 miles away in Lynchfield Park.
That's Borderlands. That's Ground Control.
Ground Control. Yeah. Okay. Ground Control. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a little ways in.
So because Lynchfield Park's definitely that's
towards LA, right? Basically.
Yeah, I mean you're heading out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's but it's 30 minutes from me, so 19 miles.
I thought they were closer to you for some reason.
30 minutes, that's nothing.
Yeah,
pretty much everything in Phoenix is 30 minutes. So.
That's pretty. Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, I mean, I could get to Scottsdale for Christ's sake in 30, 40 minutes. So yeah, that just from my house. Pat knows where I'm at. So from my house, pretty much everything is 30 minutes. Like.
So otherwise, the place I always go is, and this is uninteresting to anyone but Joe. 7th Avenue, or I'm sorry, 7th Street in Union Hills. It looks like a little shitty like liquor store with like lottery tickets, but they have like the best beer selection in probably the whole valley. Called Craft Beer Quit Stop. So I don't know how close that is to you, but I mean,
yeah. Well, that's a ways away, but I do occasionally get up that way.
Yeah.
You know.
And anyway, they have a lot of Tombstone. They have like the Imperial Milk Stout. I just saw the Imperial Stout, the sours. They still have the triple IPA and some other stuff. So.
It's good to know, man, because there is a lot of cats that will message me from Arizona that do watch, but they're not in the chat or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like the Herb Prophet. I've been learning a lot from the Herb Prophet. He's
nothing wrong with watching.
He's never been on, has he?
He's never been on live like this, but he's in the chat quite a bit. Not today, but been learning a lot. He's taught me about birthday cake. I've been learning about birthday cake, and I've been learning about wedding cake.
Learn about the vegetables.
Anyway, right? So
I've been learning about all these different varieties of cake, and wow, is all I have to say. Wow, you know what I'm saying?
Taste a little bit of THC, maybe.
The other side of the hop variety that we're into is a lot different than the cousin. Is all I gotta say. Wow, I'm actually scared. Rajay, what are you having now, brother? Did you guys?
Yeah, so I went to the cellar while you guys were talking there and decided to crack open Mad Tree Galaxy High, which is an Imperial IPA here. Comes in at 9.5. Yeah, it's good.
Galaxy High, just that word, just like, that sounds.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple doubles happening, couple double IPAs happening, man. So what are you getting out of that one, brother?
I've had this before. This is nice citrusy. You get a lot of hop flavor out of it. It's from Mantry's, one of our top breweries here in Cincinnati. So they perfected it kind of with this type of beers, but it's not like one of the newer, trickier type ones. It's kind of more of that traditional type Imperial IPA as well. Nice hop feel to it. You get some maltiness from the balance because the ABV kicked up. It's an enjoyable beer. Get you where you want to go every time. No stopping short with this baby.
Yeah, no stopping short. That's what's up right there.
Is it fairly fresh, Rod?
Yeah, very. Yeah, I just got it the other day, and it was fresh. It comes out only once a year, which is in February. So, yeah, it's pretty fresh. And then once they're gone, you got to wait another year for it to come back around. Yeah. So I think like on Untappd, like the average is around 4.11 or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's pretty
solid.
You
appreciate it more though when it's not just at your
when it's not there all the time, right? So you kind of look forward to it. It's like springtime. Like I always get like Oberon every spring, and that like tells me spring is here. Like when Bell's comes out with Oberon. It's one of the beers I like to enjoy.
I was just thinking about that, Earth, because you know what, man? Like here in Phoenix area, at least, and I'm sure it's the same way in SoCal, because it's getting to be that way in everywhere. Like almost literally every decent community that they're building in Phoenix, because I go to all these areas in Phoenix. Like every last one of them I'm going to in the whole metro area. And everybody's got an In-N-Out burger in this place. There's 2.5 million In-N-Out burgers here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
that's a lot of burgers. Yeah.
That's a lot of burgers, right? But every last one of them is full to the gills as well. But
Yeah,
like you kind of like lose some of that edge, right? You know, when things are kind of rare and hard to get, you only can get it here or there, then it's or sometimes a year.
You take it for granted because it's there, it's easy to get, you know, it's plentiful.
Right.
It's the McRib.
Yeah, see the McRib, you know, hey, honestly, you guys know how I feel about the McRib, but is it the greatest? No, it sucks. But the thing of it is, it's rare, right? Like,
is it really rib though? Is it really rib? We don't know.
No, Rod.
It goes a little bit of merit.
Rod, it has rib shape on one side. Hello.
We go back to the genetic meat argument.
It has. Don't question the McRib, Rod.
It goes well with a malt
I think
liquor.
Rod's hating on the McRib because it's one of those things that he can't get a Rod J deal on.
Well, here's the thing: chicken McRib. Like I think in Chicago it was like year round, but I can't confirm. But I thought they said it was. But chicken McRib is just the McRib and pickle, right? Or is there onion on there too?
It's the pork McRib. It's pork
with pickle on it. Isn't there pickle on it?
Yeah, pickle. Yeah.
So would you have the McRib with pickle as a sandwich, or was it better to Chick-fil-A with pickle as a sandwich? Which would you prefer?
Oh, it's the McRib, baby. The McRib.
McRib over the Chick-fil-A?
I love the McRib. Yeah.
I prefer a malt liquor.
Oh.
Hey, Tom, what are you having, brother? What beer are you having?
I am having from Progression Brewing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Better be at least a 4.
They're Ascend, ASCEND. Northampton, Massachusetts. It's a possibly New England IPA, but it doesn't really.
It's got some haze.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got some haze to it. What do you think of it, man?
Tom is like, it's below my standard or something.
It says it has a pillowy mouthfeel. I don't feel the pillowy mouthfeel. It's just not it.
Tom's had a little bit too much of the cousin birthday cake right now.
Jesus. It's just not, I don't know. I really don't have a description for you today.
Yeah, Tom's kind of like Herb Prophet. He's flying high right now.
Yeah, there is. A little bit too much cupcake mixed with birthday cake and wedding cake.
Yep.
And a little bit too much.
Maybe a couple brownies thrown in for good measure.
Yeah, a little bit too much. You know, yeah.
Wait a minute, brownies or brownies? We know what Tom is.
That's horrible.
Take your pick on that one, Rod.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's definitely all good, man. I'm surprised Coach ain't in here, man.
I do gotta say though,
yeah, usually Coach is around.
Yeah,
beer is too expensive nowadays.
You know what? The price of everything is just skyrocketing. It really is. It's
Should I just sit out of this conversation? Or?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, some local breweries are putting it out for 18.
Oh, there's Coach. Speaking of devil.
Coach, we were just talking about you, man.
Yeah, he's thinking.
And
Coach
nice! The whole
he's got a picture
representing strong. Yeah.
All right, Coach. Where are you at? If you got an earpiece in.
Oh yeah,
is this the first episode with Beer Cam?
Coach is sitting with the hotties over there. That's right. That's right.
At the bar.
That's right. Yeah. And the money out there. Got the dollar bills out there. That's right. Got the dollar bills on the bar. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. How you doing? How's everybody doing? What's everybody drinking? I see a coffee cup over there. There's got to be some Kahlua in the coffee cup. What's up?
Coach has to unmute himself there so we can talk to him.
I don't think you probably hear him.
Yeah, no, I don't think he wants us to hear the vulgarities that are coming our way right now. Yeah.
There he is.
Happy.
Nice! Drinking out of the mug there. Nice. Yeah, the whole pitcher, baby. Representing strong.
I think he basically just told everybody who he's with, this picture's mine.
Cool. Yeah, he's happy.
I freaking love bars
I think someone else is driving home.
That is my type of bar. I freaking love bars like that, man. Don't you? I freaking love bars like that, man.
I wish I was there. To be fair,
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with you there, Craig.
I love like good nasty bar food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pub food is good.
You eat good quality bar food will just give you the runs the next day. You know, you're like, oh, what the hell was I thinking? Right?
Well, the thing is, at the time when you're pissed, you don't care.
The beer supreme, the beer pub supreme pizzas ain't bad.
You know what? It's just the best, isn't it? You're like, you know what? Baby, give me the nachos. Give me the nachos. There's nothing better than nachos at a bar, right? You're like, yeah, give me the nachos, man.
He's funny as hell. If John Tapper walked in, start throwing shit around.
You know, you're like, yeah, give me that.
God damn.
I think if John Tapper came into this chat room, he'd be cleaning up a lot of shit.
It's awesome, man.
Over there flipping tables.
It's awesome. Yeah, and there's nothing like wings at a bar or pizza at a bar.
Yeah,
you know,
nice fit barmaid. It's great.
It's great. And I love it, you know, when the barmaid, you know what I'm saying, is like giving it back to you. I love to, like, you know, harass them and then they give it back to you. It's great. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, baby, my ass, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, all right. Yeah, I like you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Joe, I think if I were to open a bar, it would be serving requisite barbecue. So I'd be making barbecue.
Yeah. Speaking of barbecue,
along with wings and the other good stuff.
We have a place here that's barbecue. They don't serve alcohol, and everything is BYOB. So everybody brings their own stuff in, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, huh.
So all the talk of like all the talk about what everyone's drinking made me go get another one, and I got this.
Bamberana.
Oh, that's good.
Get another one in a minute.
It's Oscar Blues in Cigar City. It's really good. I'm actually very surprised by how.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about all the Cigar City we're getting here now, man?
I don't know. I don't feel like we've gotten a really good yet.
You know, we finally got it here, and I actually wasn't as impressed.
Like Highline stuff is
all the
okay.
hype.
But,
Yeah, it's
Marshall
okay.
Zukov, I don't know if you ever had Marshall Zukov rod, but that's like goddamn awesome.
I'll try that one if I see it for sure.
Straight up Imperial Stout. That's like, I think it's like 12 or 13%, but no adjuncts, anything, just an Imperial Stout, and it pours like motor oil, and it's really goddamn good. Like I've had the Hunapus, which is their like most famous beer, which I think Marshall Zukov is the base for that. I actually prefer them Zukov.
I love the way Coach keeps drinking out of that pitcher, bro. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome, man. Coach is the man. I swear to God. One of these days, me and him both going to be drinking out of a pitcher, I swear to God, out of that bar. It's going to be awesome, bro.
Coach is the boss.
Why do I get like my head like Coach is sitting in a biker bar for some reason?
Oh, please. Biker bars are my joints, man.
I love biker bar. One of the best bars in Vegas I went to was Hogs and Heifers, which is a biker bar. But it was funny seeing Coach there. I'm thinking he's like in a biker bar or something for some reason.
Yes. The bar that I go to here, local to my area, that's down the street, you know what I'm saying? I just love it. I walk in there, sit down, and right away, Christy will tell you, you know what? F you, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. Why haven't you been in here, goddammit? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I freaking love you. You know what I'm saying?
Just for proof that I wasn't lying.
Nice.
But Herb, they ain't got the Reese's Pieces in there, dog. They don't got the Reese's Pieces in there.
I was thinking about you, Pat, because I'm sitting at the bar. Guy sits next to me. We start rapping. And I swear to God, the guy ends up taking me to his house to prove to me how many Ferraris he has. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I really don't care. And he's like, hey, come on, drive one. Man, come on, drive one, man. Which one you want to drive? I'm like, I ain't driving any of them. Swear to God. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking of you, man. I swear to God. I told him, you know what? I would rather shoot him than drive him. You know what I'm saying? You want me to go home and get my camera? I'll shoot it. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't care to drive it. You know, especially now I'm a little drunk. I wrap it around the pole. You're gonna be a little pissed. You know. So
I'm all for driving them, but when you're drunk, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, not a good idea. I'll stick to driving my Chevy when I'm drunk. I kind of know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Is this the recorded
Takes a
version
skill
still?
set.
This is the recorded version, yeah. I ain't a scared man.
Alexa, drive me home.
Exactly. I've already done that a dozen times. Are you kidding me? Uber knows the way already. It cost me like $5 to come home, man. It doesn't cost me anything. I ain't a scared. I'm not a scared. Yeah. But true story, that did happen last night. I swear to God.
Alexa, you ain't the worst shit if you can't drive the car right
The
now.
guy bought me drinks all night. It was awesome. Hey, I'm drinking one of these, Coach. They're for you, buddy. Right there, man. One of the no charge. Orange milkshake.
All of Troy.
Coach left.
Oh, Coach left? Oh.
I think he's having too much fun talking to that chick next to him.
That's what I'm saying. I would too. Both those chicks next to him.
He's got a little Heina right there talking to her.
Hell yeah, a little Heina. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
Sitting there knocking back pictures.
Knocking back pictures. That's right. That's
So,
right.
Joe, quick thing, and I want to be on the spot.
A glass?
Wow.
Give me that picture.
500.
Huh? What was that?
Never mind. Forget about it. I'll text you.
Okay.
Better that way.
Hey, one of those Ferraris though was like as blue as your shirt, man. It was a really rare Ferrari. It was pretty badass. I'll admit that.
Huh. I wonder if I know the guy.
Yeah, you probably
Only?
You probably do. I described you to him, and he said he never met you. So, because I was like, dude, I know a guy that does this for a living. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've got to have him.
I know most of the Ferrari people in the Valley. Like years ago, I was on the Ferrari local club board of directors, and at the time, I owned a 1967 AMC Rambler. But I was still on the board because why not?
I remember that in a while, yeah.
And then I realized, hey, board meetings are fucking awful. I quit.
Yeah.
They are awful.
Yeah. Well, this cat's in South Phoenix.
What's his name? First name?
Jerry.
I don't think I know him.
Yeah, he said he didn't know. I described you pretty well, and he.
Red hair, stupid, ugly.
Big black camera. Yeah. No, he didn't.
Huh.
He didn't. So. Yeah, he had already told me. He said I haven't had anybody shoot my cars. Anybody, Nobody's shot my cars.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Phoenix. There's a lot of people that have crazy stuff that just never. Go to car shows, never show them, never do anything.
Yeah, because I actually brought him to my house so he could see my work, and he was like blown away. He was like, "Holy crap!" And after that, he was all about shooting his cars. He was like, "Oh my God, I gotta have you shoot my cars." And I'm like, "I can do it, but my buddy can really do it." You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know how that works. You know how all that works. So. Yeah, I'm like, I'll shoot it. You know what I'm saying? I get one of these hot chicks to shoot all over it, and that'd be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Shoot on your,
shoot it on you, all right?
Do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, so, well, we'll see what happens. You know how these guys are, man. But, it was a lot of fun. Having a lot of top shelf drinks and everything, so screw it. You know what I'm saying? Got really.
I can't be mad at you for that.
Really effed up. That's all I gotta say. Damn.
I'm surprised by how many beers you're drinking. Considering your text earlier, I thought you'd be on here doing that Andrew Water kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that was. I got over that about 7 this morning. I'm that guy. I really don't, and I'm honestly, I woke up a little hungover, and then I had some water, and I was over it by 7. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't sleep much, even, and I just kind of.
Like, if that's me, I get like that like maybe once or twice a year, and whenever that happens, I'm like, I'm never gonna drink again. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, trust me. If you'd have met me in those couple hours afterward, when I first woke up, I was like, "Oh dear God," you know what I'm saying? But I do get over it pretty quick. I've always been like that ever since I was young. Like I can tell a true story. True story. I don't know this is true because I don't even effing remember, but apparently I woke up and I was in a gutter in Germany when I was in one of those days. I was just drinking so much when I was stationed in Germany, and the guys drugged me into my room, and apparently I woke up again when I was laying in my bed when I was in the service, you know what I'm saying? And I was throwing up on myself and I was choking myself.
You know what Germans do.
Oh, so I had drank probably, the champagne buckets. They bring out an iced bucket of champagne and all that. Well, in Germany, when I was there, now I can't speak for now. I don't know what the hell goes on there now. But when I was there, you could get a bucket of iced tea. That whole bucket would be full of Long Island iced tea, baby. And they'd give you like 5 straws and have at it. Well, 2 of us would drink the bucket. You know what I'm saying? I drank 3 of them bad boys, is what I'm saying.
Holy shit.
Oh, you were feeling
okay. You were beyond shit-faced.
And that was getting warmed up to go to the fest.
They don't play around.
Where I drank liter after liter of those huge pitchers of beer.
I got a feeling at some part of the story, Joe went streaking.
And so, yeah, that's one of those days where I woke up in the alley. And so they had to turn me over. And when I finally woke up and I actually remember all this mess. And I was like, what the hell happened here, man? You know what I'm saying? And the guys were telling me the story about what the hell happened. And literally, I think I woke up at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, something like that, where I actually consciously can remember, cleaned up everything around me, you know what I'm saying, washed everything, the sheets and stuff like that. So by the time all that took place, I think it was like 1 in the afternoon, you know what I'm saying? And by that time, my buddy had bought a keg, and I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And we're back at it, baby! Boom! You know what I'm saying? It got hammered again. Like, that's just the way I've always been.
Was the keg a 16 or a 32?
It was a small keg.
I don't think it matters.
It's still a keg.
Kegs years ago when they were true full. Yeah, that's a pony. But years ago, in the early 1900s, full-blown kegs were 32 gallon.
Joe, was it 16 or 32, you pussy?
No, it was a pony keg, but still, I mean,
No,
Joe was still like giddy up.
Yeah, it didn't matter. We crushed that, and then we went to the bar and crushed another bucket of iced tea, and then went to the fest again. That's what's up.
Iced teas were a thing in Germany.
Oh yeah,
maybe the American influence over there, possibly.
Oh yeah, baby.
I was there like.
That's a lot of no charge.
Yeah,
no charge.
Crushed a lot of Long Island iced teas over there. That's what I was telling that dude last night. I told him I haven't had a Long Island iced tea since I was in Germany. That was the last memory I have of having a Long Island iced tea. I had not had one since then.
Well, like Long Island iced teas, I used to bartend back in the 90s, and they changed the recipe since then. Like back when we did it, we used 4 liquors, and now a lot of places use 2 or maybe 3. So they kind of lessened a lot of Long Island iced tea in places.
And that makes sense, Rod, because it didn't taste as strong.
Yeah, yeah. So back in the 90s, we got you tore from the floor up. So,
dude, because you would literally drink a couple of slim glasses of Long, and that was it, son. And that speaks to how much we could drink, because we would drink a bucket. 2 people would drink a bucket of iced tea, man. It was. Bro, I mean, I can't describe to you how living in Germany is a lot different than just visiting for a few weeks. Like, when you live there for a while, you become part of that culture, and like, you can drink. It is insane. I have never drank as much as I could then. It's nuts, man.
Anytime you use the phrase "drink a bucket," you're in trouble.
You're exactly right. I can remember one of my last week when I was what you call ETSing out of the service. My last week, there happened to be a small fest that was still cycling around, meaning beer fest, that was still cycling around Germany, and it hit Nuremberg where I was stationed. And so we were going to go to the fest, and you always drank before you went to the fest. At least we did, right? That was our thing. I don't know about everybody else, like I say. But effing, we always did. And so we had a few beers, and then my buddy walked in with a 5th amaretto. We crushed that 5th amaretto, and then we got on the bus and a train heading to the fest downtown Nuremberg. And on the train or on the bus, I don't remember which, but there was always someone passing around schnapps, homemade schnapps. Always.
Oh yeah.
It was a thing. I don't give a damn what public transportation you're on. When it was fest time, someone was always passing around the bus or train at that time. Like I said, this is 30 years ago, folks, but I am not lying to you. They would always pass around a 5th of some homemade schnapps. And so I just remember like someone hitting me on the shoulder like they would if you're passing around a joint, and okay, here you go, hitting a snort of some sort of something. I don't even know what it was. You know what I'm saying? And
next thing you know, you're singing songs.
Yeah, and dude, you're singing songs in German. And not just singing songs in German, but you're singing songs in German well, right? Like, really good. Like, you're good at it. Like, you're singing it as good as they are.
You think you're good at it.
The more you drink, Andrew, the better I am, my friend. That's all I gotta say.
That's like I always said. If I ever go to soccer
look
match,
at it
I want to go
from
overseas.
Look at it from Coach's wife's perspective, though.
Yeah.
Remember when she grounded him?
The more my audience drinks, the better I am. Hello.
And the better you are.
I've done that.
Exactly. Yes.
I remember our one marathon show. It was last year, 2 years ago. I drank like literally 8 or 12 in like what show was that? Our 8-hour show that we did that one night.
Yeah. We're never doing that again, by the way. Never doing another 8-hour show.
Got away from you.
Don't
It'll be 8 hours
that
and
in
3
stone.
minutes next time.
Yeah, we're never doing another. We're never doing another 8-hour show. We have never repeated any of those long shows. That's right.
I think 500 should be 500 minutes.
Give the people what they want, Joe. Give the people what they want.
It might be. Who knows? I don't know. These things just evolve. They happen. I don't know what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't drink the night before, though, so you're primed for it.
Could be close to 500 minutes.
The difference from moving the show from a Tuesday where everybody has to work to a Saturday where a lot of us don't have to work the next day is definitely dangerous. And that's what has happened. This last year of the show has evolved into these like marathon shows. But in all honesty, we have never done another 6-hour show. It's been 6 hours and 7 effing minutes, but never 6 hours again. We have never done another 7-hour show. Never done another 8-hour show again.
500-minute show would be about 8.3 hours. So it'd be about 8 hours and 15 minutes.
Just do your shift and you clock out. When
that would be the longest show we've ever done.
That would be the longest. Yeah, it would.
Doesn't YouTube cut you at 8? They're like, okay, you're off. You're too long at this point. Yeah.
I think 8 hours is the limit. Yeah, 8 hours it cuts you off. Yeah.
So you'd be like Chuck Woolery. You would be back in 2 and 2.
Exactly. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Yeah.
Right back up.
And it's funny too. Because
Stand by. We got to go get some beers.
I gotta get new beer.
Taco Bell's at the door.
Potty break.
Yeah, or we do it in 2 4-hour shows with about a 1 hour break in between.
That's hilarious.
Here I was afraid that when I got on, everyone would be getting off. So wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean.
Whoa! Pat said it. Pat said it there.
Hands above the table. Hands above the table. That's all I gotta say.
Hands above the table, everybody.
Hands above the table. Yeah. Yeah.
That's stuff from my experience of the unrecorded show.
Pat said the words you never say on this show. Never.
Kool-Aid man,
on the web
through thy
forever.
wall.
Never say those words on this show. Never.
Retract that from the record.
Yeah. Never say those words. Yeah.
It's not unredacted yet.
Too late. Pat already said them.
I apologize. I don't know. I will work to redeem myself.
Yeah, Pat actually is working without guidance right now, so he doesn't have any female guidance there with him. So he's, he's working freehand right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it easy.
Are you hands free? Your hands free, Patrick?
What do you got for us, Craig? What are you showing us, brother?
I think Craig was setting a table there.
I had a beer and.
Is it breakfast time?
I am so.
You want to be everywhere.
Did we lose one? We lost one.
So you had your beer emergency towel, is what you're showing us. You had that nearby.
Yeah, I had to wipe my crotch, but
You had an unfortunate happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Taps music. Let's play taps. Craig lost a beer.
I try to tell everybody. The essential part of having beer is always having a beer emergency towel nearby.
Yeah. It's always there. Yeah. Yeah. Or for other things, but yeah, I've always got a towel.
It's always there.
Always there, yeah. Because you do have a computer. You are on the computer, so there is always porn nearby. So yeah,
it can shoot out anywhere. You just don't know.
The compass is always pointing north.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
you're gonna kill Joe. Be careful.
You gotta love it, right? This is great. You gotta love it, man. This is awesome.
You are gonna do a show, Joe.
Yeah, Pat knows because Pat was texting me earlier. I was like, I don't know. You gonna do a show? I don't know. Probably not. You know what I'm saying?
Why weren't you gonna do a show though? Because I was like, I thought tonight was gonna be the 500 show. That's all it was next week, but I didn't know why you didn't. Because we're planning a show.
Yeah, well, Mark's at the Symphony right now.
Oh yeah, so Mark has been a 500. Okay, yeah. Bum's not here
so Mark's got his pinkies out then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mark is in full pinky out mode right now.
I wonder if he's wearing a bow tie right now.
Mark went to the bathroom in the hallway. He's probably watching the show on his phone right now. Like, damn it, I should be on here.
Yeah. The problem is that when Mark is not here, stuff happens. So we're running scared right now. We don't know what's gonna. We're kind of running without supervision, really.
Mark is like calming force.
Yeah, he is very
it's like
calming.
bowling without the bumpers.
It's exactly like bowling without the bumpers. Exactly. That is a very good analogy. Cheers to Earth right there, man. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone up except for Mark. Mark has it together.
Yeah. I I do feel for the malt liquor community right now, though. I have to put a little word out for them because typically they would have had their 5 minutes of fame with the malt liquor report, and today not so much. So they have to wait till
he's
next
probably
week.
like improving his life or something instead.
Well, you can't do it without Bum.
No, Bum is the malt liquor. He's our reporter right there. He keeps us in touch with what is happening in that community.
How much time do you think he spends like in a week in the malt liquor community?
Bum takes one for the team. He takes because
he seems to like scour and look at. He knows everything that's going on, so he
that's
like just.
It's his job.
Watch those videos and.
In all fairness, I pay him very well.
I feel like Bum is like one of the embedded journalists like in Afghanistan. Like they're going in, they're all in,
He's got a lot of passion for it.
Yeah.
He's taking one for the team. He has the most popular, highly rated segment of this show. Yeah. Well, not this show, because this is an actual unofficial show that is spur of the moment.
He clearly knows. Like he's all in.
I love the guy. Honestly, I love the guy. He is.
Cheers to Bum.
Cheers to Bum, man. Absolutely. He deserves it.
Have you ever hung out with him? Yeah.
No, and you know what? We tried to make that happen last year, and it didn't quite work out.
Yeah. Well, I also think that I think one time I like had a couple too many beers on Chair Beer and said I'd buy his plane ticket. And I was like, what the hell was I talking about? But I would still like to hang out with him.
Yeah, no, I've we've had a few discussions and tried to make it work out, but it didn't quite work out for last year. Yeah. So hopefully we'll make it happen this year.
If he comes out here, definitely let me know.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But either way, I last year I tried to. We'll see what happens.
He's clearly good people. I'd like to hang out with him.
Oh, absolutely, man. Are you kidding me? No, I love the guy. I am completely sincere about that. I just absolutely love the guy. He's great. Him and Mark and Pam. Whenever I include Mark, I always include Pam because Pam is off camera, and Mark and Pam are like one, bro. They literally do everything together.
I had a great time hanging out with Mark when he came up here.
Yeah, they are the show basically.
That would be cool.
How many times have you hung out with Mark?
It's been a few. Yeah, it's been probably close to a handful of times. Yeah, I
know you've done the audio thing. SAB.
Yeah, and we're going again this year. We're already planning for this year's Rocky Mountain Audio Fest. So that's open to anybody. If anybody wants to go, because it's not just about the audio. Me and Mark will be geeking out, all slurping and everything. Oh yeah! Oh did you get this? The audio. But in the afternoon, dude, all that night, we'll be all about the beer. You know what I'm saying?
That's really kind of you, Joe. Thank you.
Dude, timing is everything in a joke, right? You gotta love it. And that's what I love about this. The guys are great here. I swear to God, it's awesome. But it is open to anybody. You can look up the Rocky Mountain Audio Fest. I will be there that Friday, Saturday, and leaving Sunday. When is it? Yeah, I think it's that first week in September, maybe.
Okay. I heard something. I was trying to figure out how to show tonight, and I saw the last show. You guys were talking about something like September 6th, 7th, 8th. Is that what that was?
Yeah. Let me see.
I'm blanking on his name now, but the guy who has the Chain Reaction Brewery.
Okay. Yeah. September 6th through the 8th.
Okay. Yeah. He was saying he would never go anywhere near it or something.
Oh yeah, probably Zach. Yeah. yeah, Zach's. Zach. He's great,
It's
man.
recorded, so be careful.
No, I don't have to. I don't. But Zach is awesome, man. You know what? To be with Zach in Denver is something special, man. I'm telling you guys. If Tom is the only one here that knows what it's like to be with Zach, it is like being with a local celebrity, man. Honestly, no joke. When that cat jumps in here, brothers, I am not kidding. I'm not making light of it any means. He's the local celebrity. Everybody knows him. It's like everywhere he goes, it is like being with Norm from Cheers, man. It is insane. Doors open for you. You are sat at the king's table, and it is no joke. It's a lot of fun being with Zach. It is. And he will give you, if he can, if he has the time and everything, when you go, he will give you the 100% of his attention. And it is an honor, and it's so much fun.
It does not surprise me from what I've seen on this show.
It's
that kind of guy.
It's a lot of fun, man. He knows every brewer at every damn brewery there, and there's a lot of them in Colorado. It is no joke, man. And it is like, oh no, Zach, you don't pay here, man. What are you, crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? It is that kind of treatment, man.
It also sounds like it'd be Herb Profits kind of town too, with all
if I did not hold a CDL and if I was retired and could partake of the sort of thing that Herb Profit was into, I would imagine that we would have that same kind of red carpet treatment here in Phoenix. I am not fortunate enough to be able to any of that. So, you know what I'm saying?
If it's legal there, are you really breaking a law?
Yes.
LA now, though, too, right?
Because my license is federally regulated. So until the feds say it's cool, then it is still very illegal for me, my friend. Yes.
I just stopped thinking we focusing on.
But yeah, no, it is. If anybody, that is literally out there to everybody. So that is Friday. Let me make sure my date.
September.
It's September 6th through the 8th.
The only problem you run into is like Labor Day weekend, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't have any idea. I really don't. I don't know holidays or anything. All I know is that Labor Day is that weekend before.
Okay.
And this is the weekend following Labor Day. So all I know is I will now I'm looking at my calendar. So I will personally be out there the 6th and leaving the 8th. Mark will more than likely be out there through the 8th and then leaving the 9th. More than likely. I haven't necessarily talked to him about those fine details, but more than likely. So that the 7th, you will more than likely hang out with the both of us, or the three of us, because I definitely like to hang out with Zach. Zach, when I go there, I like to have a few beers with the guy, at least if I can. I've gone out there and not. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what's going on. But a lot of times he's got events going on and stuff that you can be invited to as well. So you never know. But all I know is that beer will be involved because that is my goal. Music and beer. When I go out there. So the days are full of music and the nights are full of beer, man. That is my intention because I'm on vacation, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got those days off of work, so it's on for me, man. I don't drive when I'm there. Denver is one of those cities, man. It's awesome. It's all about the Uber. It's all about the local train system.
I'd love to go there.
Yeah, it's like Chicago, getting around pretty easily with Uber and trains or whatever.
Yeah, it's
and Vegas is that way too now. So
Vegas is okay. So
it the metro system, yeah.
It's really Denver, if you have not been there, and it's cheap to go because it's a hub for a lot of major airlines here. So it's not in the fest itself. If you do feel like going to even one day to just check it out, you're like, no, I don't know if I'm into it or not. You know, it's super cheap, man. I mean, a couple days is like $30. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
Are you guys staying in a hotel, or you guys get a better Airbnb, or
that I haven't quite worked out yet, but more than likely, I'm not staying where they're booking this thing because that thing is expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
You guys getting one bed, two beds?
I don't know. I think we're going just one king.
Head to toe, baby, head to toe.
And that's right.
That's
right. Yeah. You know, we like it cozy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Why not?
It gets cold at night out there.
It gets cold in that high elevation, baby. Everything points north all the time. That's all I'm saying. So,
we're gonna see him again, you know.
Talking about things go bumping tonight, I tell you.
Yeah, you know, hey, you know, you feel something in your back. I'm just saying, you know. Hey, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Hey, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta cut out. I gotta get ready for work.
Oh, what a bunch, Andrew! Look at you, Mr. Minnesota.
Take care, mate.
Buzz.
So Andrew's happy hour was like 5 a.m.
Well, actually, it'll start at about 6:30, but then again, I gotta be to work again tomorrow for a 12 o'clock to 5 in the afternoon shift.
Oh wow!
And then I get to take another nap and repeat this shift again.
You are working over.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we'll see you, Andrew. You take care, brother.
Yeah.
Take care.
Nice to catch you guys later.
All right, man.
Keep safe. Keep safe.
Yeah. So like I say, if anybody wants to do the, not twisting anybody's arm, but just saying that is a chance when we could meet up and have a beer in a nice neutral space when everybody's off, and if enough people went, I would take more time off. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll just see what happens. If enough cats were there and they're like, hey man, but I need to be there on a Sunday as well and this and that. Well, I'm flexible. I'd change my arrangements a little bit. But
it's pretty cool getting together with people. I mean, I got together with Mark and like Todd came up before, but like we guys usually talk to, we get together and drink. I know Craig does it in the UK with a lot of the guys. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It is. What do you say, Craig, when you meet up with people, man?
Oh, it's just the best. I done it about 3 weeks ago with not all the UK beer tubers, but certainly quite a few of them. It was a great time. It was just really good. We got seriously drunk on one of the nights.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just great. It's just we try and do it every 6 months or so.
Well, 3 of the guys that are in the room right now, I've had beers with. Me and Earth have had beers. Me and Pat have had beers. Me and Tom have had beers. I mean, it's a lot of fun meeting up with people, man. It is.
Oh yeah, it's just fantastic, isn't it?
I know you and Tom were at GBF, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know you met up with Earth, so that's cool.
Yeah, me and Earth have met up and we've had a bite to eat and some beers, and it was a good time. It was short, but it was still memorable. It's something we can say we did. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully we'll get to do again. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah.
But
those aspirins were pretty good.
yeah, exactly.
Never had those before.
Yeah, and that's just it. Sometimes when people visit your area, like Zach's been here, and I've met up with Zach here in Phoenix. And when he came here, I did things that I normally don't do here in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So, things like that kind of take us out of our comfort zone a little bit, and we even try different things in our own area if someone comes to our area. So, and that invitation's out there. If someone wants to come to Phoenix, just let me know, man. if you're going to be here in Phoenix, shoot, let me know, brother.
I might make my way out there sometime.
It is definitely, me and Pat are in the Phoenix metro area, but
I'd love to go there. I'd love to go there. God.
We've hung out like 3 times. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's my fault, not yours. It's 100% my fault.
I'm definitely flexible.
Yeah.
I'm definitely flexible. So, but during the week, it's next to impossible for me. I work a lot, but on a weekend, if someone were to come out here on a weekend, oh man, it is definitely possible. I am off on weekends, or even if it takes, me calling to work a day, let me know, man. If you're going to be out here in Phoenix, whether it be business or otherwise, just let me know, man.
Greg, if you make it over here, I will be there too.
Oh yeah, if someone comes from that kind of distance, you let me know. I will make it happen. It will happen.
Discourage you from coming out here, but
I'd love to. I'd love to. I mean, I'm sure one day it will happen. But yeah, at the moment it's a bit awkward. But yeah, in the next couple of years, I'm hoping to do something.
I'll probably be in a position to go out there, I would imagine, before you can come out here, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do a weekend to someday be on the same and share a pint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we were looking at this year possibly going over to UK, and I was going to think about getting together with Craig and Dean and a few of the other guys, and we ended up switching up to go to Jamaica, but we definitely want to get over there, so I'll let you guys know when we come over for sure.
Yeah, let us know in good time, and we'll sort shit out, It's good.
That's what it's all about. Nery's reached out, and he had let me know, last year that he was intending on coming out, and then it didn't quite work out. And all that's fine, man. You know what I'm saying?
Life, isn't it? It's
just that's what happens. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, it's okay. Hey, if it works out, it works out.
Eventually, it will.
Yeah. That's just it.
But it's a fun thing in the beer community. I mean, for the people at least that I've met and talked to, I mean, just the whole camaraderie type thing is awesome with the beer community.
What we find out is that when we finally do actually meet face to face,
it's the same.
We've talked about it. It's like this. It's the same person. You're like, I've known you forever.
Right.
Yeah. It is, isn't it? It's just like I've already met you.
Yeah.
But I haven't. It's just weird.
It's weird what we expect going in, because we're like, well, I really kind of don't know this person. And then when you meet up, it's like, of course I know this guy, right? It's a trip.
I'm still that twat on the internet. It's just, that's what
yeah. So I am definitely. It is seriously on my bucket list to go across the pond. It is seriously on my bucket list to go there. It is one of the things that I am trying to make happen this year. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Last year I kind of said the similar thing, and then things, like you said, Craig, things kind of happened. And I couldn't make it happen, and then I was hopeful that Neary said he was going to be able to come out, and I was hopeful that would happen. And things kind of, like you said, life happens.
Well, keep in mind, we got to do a quick 2021. They're changing things. I don't know if you saw it or not, but for Americans going to visit overseas, although UK has kind of excluded themselves, they basically have a certain visa they're going to be using overseas where you got to apply to get through their process before they'll let you into the country.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, really?
Which doesn't surprise me because Americans do some crazy shit. I'm just saying. It's not like I can't but yeah, but they came out with that because our passports we got to renew next year, but it's a new visa process that they're going to have in a lot of European countries like France and Germany. Like I say, UK excluded from them. Everybody else is. And I guess UK probably excluded because of the whole Brexit type thing, but
yeah. Well, I'm not going to start talking about shit like that.
Jay Vega says,
Brexit, come on.
Jay Vega says in the chat, I want to slap Joe D, Tom, and Bum like the Three
all in one slap.
across the face.
All in one slap, exactly. I wouldn't doubt if one of these days I actually meet up with a lot of the main guys from the malt liquor community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt that. One of them actually lives here.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of them lives in Arizona.
Would you wear a mask? Would you wear a mask?
No, that ain't gonna happen. But
maybe like a 40. You'd have a 40 showdown or something.
But yeah, we would do definitely something interesting. That would be kind of cool.
Quick question. I'm actually curious, Rod. How does someone join your show that you do?
Well, I do the show. We do the show on Thursday. We kind of do it as a beer flow. We kind of do it as a limited with us on there, kind of like a podcast type thing.
Okay.
But then occasionally I have open hangouts and stuff. So, in fact, I was talking about doing an open hangout maybe later tonight, and then I might open that up for people to join there. The reason being is we've had things in the past where things get kind of crazy, so we kind of try to moderate that there too.
I was gonna say that. I heard things get kind of crazy, so I kind of wanted to join.
Yeah.
I tried to find it and I couldn't find it. So
yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up, because Craig, I'd like to talk about your show, man. When do you have your show, brother?
We actually done one earlier on this evening, or early on today. So it's kind of like, I mean, I don't generally host. I think I've hosted one or two, but generally the other two guys I'm with, Jake Obeer and Rob from Hopzine, they're the two guys that generally kind of host the shows. We've got a channel sponsor. They send us out like 6 beers every so often, and so we split them into 2 shows, 3 beers for each show. And they're good fun. We like today we done like a core range kind of UK beer sort of show. The first beer we done was a beer from Wild Beer Co. Sleeping Limes, which is like a lime goza type thing.
Oh, nice! Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But it's also got like a sea salt lager aspect.
Ooh.
It's like a lager topped with lime, that kind of thing.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's good beer. And the second beer we had was from the Wyland Brewery up in Newcastle, which is northeast England. This is called their Jakehead. It's like one of their kind of, it's their core range beer. 6.3% ABV IPA. Great beer. One of the first beers I've actually had from that brewery about 4 or 5 years ago. And then finally we done a beer from Thornbridge. This is their Cocoa Wonderland Chocolate Porter. Really good beer. It's a beer I've actually wanted to get round to for quite a long time. Unfortunately, I got round to it today. But yeah, so that was our kind of for tonight's show that went live on Jaco Beer's show. So check him out. I actually reviewed it, all 3 beers, after the show. Yeah, shout out to the sponsors and doing the beer and that sort of thing. So
yeah, cheers to that sponsor.
Yeah, definitely. Hey,
yeah,
Craig, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pat.
Pretty good. No.
I was going to say, Craig, I had a question for you. So, because you go to Madeira once in a while, and over in Spain, have you been to Cerveza del Montseny?
No, I haven't.
That does like the Malavita beers.
No, I mean, I generally just go to Madeira, the island of Madeira, which is just off the west coast of Portugal mainland. So it's an island sort of in the Western Atlantic. But they get a lot of imported Portuguese craft beers out there, which is handy.
Well, I was going to say, if you get the Cerveza del Montseny, those have some they are really. If you ask Eric, a Lions fan, he still raves about the brandy barrel one I sent him. But I didn't know if you go to Spain, and they're really good. I know Simon had done a video at the brewery, so I didn't know how common their distribution was. But definitely check them out.
I would imagine that's, if Simon's done a review there, it's probably near Barcelona, I would guess. Because I know you went out there last year. The Barcelona Beer Festival, quite a big deal. I think it's at this time of year, maybe April.
Okay.
But yeah, I've not seen any of those beers. I mean, being in Portugal,
yeah, well, they're really good. Although I can see you've had your share of the Omnipollo as I look over your shoulder. How many of those smiley faces have you racked up now?
There's
a lot of Noah's.
Yeah,
It is some
It was
good
a little
stuff.
harder to get here.
yeah.
I actually
Noah was good.
got some of those when I was in Munich, and
Right.
I wish I would have bought more.
Yeah. Noah's a good beer. It's just solid. There's loads of adjuncts. It depends what you like in your beer. If you don't mind adjuncts, it's a great beer. If you're kind of a purist, it's like, I like both. I like the pure kind of like stouts. I think they're fantastic. You don't need to do much to them, but they're also because they're so freaking good as well. You know, the adjunct beers.
If you can ever get that Cigar City Marshall Zukov,
Yeah.
that's like a pure, like the dark as hell imperial stout. It's
Just
like a brown head. I mean, not even tan, just like brown head. It all comes out of that beer.
Yeah.
real quick to insert here. We got Dirk in the chat says, "What's happening, boys?" And then we got Jay Vega chiming in. Tell this man to speak English, please.
Who is this man?
And Dirk says, "Where's Coach and Bum?" Well, this is a completely different show. In case you didn't tell by the show title, this is the SAB special, which is we started 30 seconds earlier than we normally do. So we are out there, man. This is like we are out. I don't even know where we're at here on YouTube. This is nuts. We're crazy, man. We're crazy right now. We're in unspoken territory right now, man.
And Coach was here. He was downing beers at the pitchers at the bar. So I know. He was here
with a couple fine ladies. Oh, that's all I gotta say.
I tell you, I felt like really stupid. I was like, Joe, start a share beer, and then it was like 40 minutes later after it started, I changed.
Well, I was gonna say Dirk actually has the Irish flag. So what beers is he planning to drink for St. Patty's Day?
Oh, this is perfect. Here we go. We've got Jay Vegas says Bum is in timeout, and then we've got Prophet in the chat now, and he says, "I'm high AF." You know what that means? Off this ice cream cake paired with Magic in the Sky Pale Ale by Huss Brewing Company. So there you go. There is, the pairing of the relation of the cousins is happening there, and only the Herb Prophet can make that happen.
Now, Dirk said he's planning to have Guinness for St. Patty's Day, but what Guinness is it? Because I've got some foreign extra stout. I'm wondering what Guinness you're having.
Joe, have you had anything from these guys? Helio Basin?
Sure haven't.
I like the can now.
Out of Phoenix, Thomas Road. So this is a 8%, and it kind of tastes like chocolate milk.
Oh, does it really? Okay.
But it's solid. I've seen them around for a while. I've never tried anything until this can, because a lot of the stuff I saw, like I don't try to rely too heavily on reviews, but like I'm not rich. So, like, I'm not going to buy it. I always look stuff up before I buy it, like, to see if it's not garbage, because there is garbage, But this is really good.
I'll have to, check that out next time.
That's a good point that Patrick raised.
I do try to do local stuff if I can.
I wonder how many people look at reviews before they buy beer.
I will sometimes, not every time, but sometimes while I'm in the beer store, I will pull up Untapped to see.
Well, I get overwhelmed. It's like you go to a place that has a lot of good beer you've never seen before, and it's like you can only buy you can't spend like thousands of dollars.
Right.
So you're gonna buy a couple of 6-packs, and you want to finally get the best you can. So I do tend to go on Untapped, and I actually trust Untapped above all else.
I think Untapped's probably the better one out of that beer, Advocate and Rate Beer myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please. Oh please. Yeah, it's the sheer numbers of stuff. Like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the sheer numbers of stuff. Like,
well, even the reviews are more balanced, I think, on Untapped than the other sites.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I always felt like Beer Advocate was like the most snooty.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going to be the most like up there on the asses. And then Rate Beer a little under that, and then Untapped is a little more kind of just the everyman.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of people on Rate Beer. I'll say if I say a lot, but I felt there was a good amount of people didn't really know beer when how they were rating shit. Like, oh, this beer is like 97 in its class, but it's a 2 or a 3 or a 1. And it's like, well, if it's in its class, I mean, and you're top ranking, it should be a little higher. I mean, you're not rating it out a certain way to make any sense logically.
Yeah, Untapped for me is it. I mean, I'm not going to go by Rate Beer or any, especially once their alliance with the big beers, was exposed. I'm like, well, that's it for them. I'm done.
Yeah. Which reminds me, speaking of apps, have you done anything else with Pint Pass since I showed it to you? I haven't done anything with it. I didn't know if you did.
No.
That Pint Pass app or whatever.
I'm sorry, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Untapped is it. They're the absolute king as far as beer goes for me.
Yeah.
I mean that. Real quick, our profit goes gelato 33 times wedding cake. Dear God. That's all I gotta say. If you follow the herb on Instagram, you'll know what I'm saying. Dear goodness. Dirk says hands, and then peanut butter stout. Vega St. Patty's is 3 drops of green food coloring in a 40 ounce of Colt 45.
Yeah.
Prophet says, whoops, it's magic in IVN. So stoned, I read it as sky because I'm up in the clouds right now, man.
Well, I think Magic and Ivy is a Huspering beer, so that's a little clue.
Yeah. It's these things.
Herb's in Arizona, right?
Oh yeah. He's the AZ Herb Prophet. Yeah.
Well, I thought that was Arizona. I thought it was Arizona for his Avatar type thing.
Yeah, that's the flag. You bet.
Yeah.
And Huss, the coffee Kolsch.
The coffee Kolsch is bomb.
Yeah, what's up, Herb? You got to jump on here someday.
Seriously.
Told us your debut was happening this year, but
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, Bum used to be a mystery. Bum used to be just like Herb, only in the chat.
Yeah.
And
so you get Herb on here, you got to have Doritos to get them in now.
Maybe we need to have more Taco Bell relevant stuff here.
And I guess now that we know what Bum's like, we fucking hate him. So maybe I
know, right? Yeah. It's like, who's that guy? Screw him, right? Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Everybody talks about his Matchbox cars and everything, and
Really?
In the background of Herb Prophet, you can just imagine what's in the background of the Herb Prophet, right? So
lowrider Hot Wheels.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd have to set aside 30 minutes for the hemp report.
Yeah, I'm sure it's diecast. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to have a new segment of the show, and that would be the Herb report. Yeah.
The Snoop bobblehead.
Yeah, the Snoop bobblehead, exactly. That's perfect, right? He would have to have a Snoop bobblehead for the Herb report, wouldn't he? All you see is the big smile emojis, kind of,
We'll never know.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love the little mystery, man. The little mystery, and you have to kind of add your own little thing to it. Is fun. It kind of is. It's like we were talking about with
Tommy John bobblehead
with In-N-Out Burger, right? Like you know, almost everybody can get an In-N-Out burger these days. Not everybody, but almost. And, you know, I know in Phoenix, God bless, it feels like they're just as common as McDonald's. In all fairness, though, they're all jam-packed. In all fairness, the minute they open, forget about it all the rest of the day. There's a line. Like,
yeah, they're still mainly West Coast, though, I think. I mean, we don't get them around this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
But I do like an In-N-Out burger. Although I like Fat Burger, too, though.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, I like Fat. I wish Fat Burger was still up around here.
Yeah.
That, you know, Fat Burger, and to me, that's the charm of Fat Burger. Fat Burger has realized we need to keep it small. What I appreciate also is that Tommy Burger has kept it still kind of regional. You can only get a Tommy Burger, and Tommy Burger is the late night LA secret. It's the late night LA stick to your ribs burger. Like, that is the LA secret, is Tommy Burger. And a lot of people have never had a Tommy Burger, and that to me is fantastic. I love it.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I guess that's the show.
Yeah.
That's how secret they are, Patrick.
Tommy Burger is bomb.
Well, I was going to say,
you got to read that comment, man.
For Joe or Earth, I was going to say, have you guys ever been to the hot dog place in LA that people talk about? I think it's like Pinky's or something. Like it's
Pinky's.
Yeah, my coworker has. Yeah, he loves that place.
They talk about how good it actually is there.
Yeah,
I've
Pinky's.
never done it though.
There's another place. There's a bunch. LA is just so known for its pastrami's. Okay, LA pastrami's are legendary as well.
Solid. I never heard of LA for the pastrami.
That boom, my point is made. Thank you very much.
I think at East Coast, because we got like the lunch meats up there with the capicola and stuff like that. And pastrami's
the East Coast pastrami's are whack.
Like coming the ghost of Biggie and Tupac, and the ghost of Biggie and Tupac here.
It's like, see, there's a lot of cats that work with me that are from Chicago here in Phoenix. A lot of people here from Chicago, and I love to talk smack about their pizza because I'm like, yo, your pizza's not pizza, it's a casserole, right?
That's true.
Casserole is not pizza, yo, it's a casserole.
If I need a knife and fork, it's not pizza.
Yeah, right? Come on, please. Like, that's not pizza, it's a casserole.
Patrick moving furniture again? You moving furniture?
It's all good.
Do we need to call 911 for Pat?
You folding up the futon? What's going on?
Man down.
So real quick, we got Jay Vega says St. Patty's is 3 drops of green food. Okay. And then we've got Herb Prophet in there who says Tommy Chong bobblehead. That's very appropriate. Dirk says high time centerfold. Yeah. And Dirk chimes in with Chicago pizza, Joe. No. Casserole.
Being from the East Coast myself, we'll go East Coast and West Coast combined here. It is a casserole.
Phoenix, in all fairness, has I think 2 of the best pizza, 2 of the top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Pizzeria Bianco.
2 of the top 10 pizza places in the country.
Really?
Phoenix.
Pizzeria Bianco is the one that people rave about.
Yeah.
So is this Zagat approved or what?
It's their favorite restaurant in the whole world.
It's legit. It's legit. 2 of the top 10 pizzerias are here in Phoenix, believe it or not. At least one of them is. These things change; they're pretty fluid.
Right.
But one of them is very consistent.
That's Bianco.
Yep, Bianco. Yes, I have, and it's right here in Phoenix, and they're very good. But it's thin crust.
It's a long wait, though.
But here's the question, though.
It's thin crust. It ain't. But it's original Neapolitan style pizza. It's not
obviously the best. I mean, like, so I had pizza in Italy. I've had pizza in Chicago, like downtown. Come on, there's no comparison. Neapolitan pizza is like far and away the best.
It's by far and away. I've got a Neapolitan pizza right now sitting in my kitchen, man. Are you kidding me?
I grew up in Jersey, and in Jersey, New York pizza is hard. It's hard to think of other pizzas out west competing. I mean, they could, I guess, but
yeah.
I mean, we didn't go to like a Domino's or a Papa. I mean, you went to a Sal's. You went to like someone that was from the old country that came over here.
I feel you because New York pizza is fantastic. I've had plenty of it.
We got a good wood-fired pizza joint around here. It's little personal pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, I have to admit though, man, I just had a place that opened up down the street from me here in South Phoenix, and not quite as good as Pizza Bianco. Pizza Bianco, folks, if you've not been to Phoenix and been in, it is really good. It is. It's nice and thin. It's got that nice chewiness to it. The crust has that really good bready, just slight sweetness, not too much, not overdone.
And you can fold it.
No. Neapolitans aren't super big. They're not
10, 12 inches.
Yeah, they're not super big pizzas, so you're not. New York style pies are huge, right?
I mean, East Coast, we got slices and we got Sicilian. Sicilian, you have the nice square.
So I've been, like I said, in Italy, they just give you the pizza and it's not a slice, they give you a fork and a knife and you slice it up. In Pizzeria Bianco, it's the closest I've had to that. It's just really goddamn good. Like, there's a little bit of snap in the crust. You know, it's not like too limp or anything like that, but you can fold it over if you want to. And then there's like bubbly. The crust is all like, you know, thin but has big like bubbles.
Baby.
You're talking dirty to Joe Patrick.
Just keep talking. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you just keep talking. Yeah. Dirk says it. Thick boy. Thick.
I understand.
Yeah, thick. Yeah, baby. See, that's what I'm talking about. All you got to do is do the voice.
But in pizza, thin is winning over thick.
It is.
The exception to the rule is pizza.
The exception to the rule is a New York slice.
I have been to like supposedly the best Chicago pizzeria there is. I've been there.
Which one?
I don't remember. It's been years ago. But we like ordered the pizza and it was like an hour later that we got it, kind of thing. And it was good, but
it's a casserole.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago.
Layers of crust, sauce on top, all that bullshit.
It's a
pie. A lot of people say like Giordano's, but Giordano's isn't the best pizza in Chicago. That's like the tourist trap. It's like if you go to Philly, people go to Pat's or Geno's. Those aren't the best cheesesteaks. Those are the tourist trap places. There's better places there. Yeah, there's a place like in Chicago called Exchequer who has the best pizza, I think, in Chicago. They actually got voted by Chicago last year as the best pizza. People don't know about it.
This is the thing about Phoenix. That you want to mention things that don't know about Phoenix. A lot of people don't know. Everybody from Phoenix is from somewhere else, and a lot of the people from Phoenix are from Chicago.
Yeah.
So a lot of these places that the only other place that place will exist outside of Chicago is Phoenix. Like a lot of the other places in New York that are exclusive to New York, the only other place that exists will be Phoenix.
Unless you're Sbarro.
That's what's funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've only been here 5 years. But one of the unique things about me is that I deliver. I'm a pick up and delivery guy. So guess who sees all these places?
Yeah.
Me. Right? I get to see all these places. And the thing of it is like a lot of these places that were exclusive to Chicago are opening here. The only other, you can only get this in Chicago, but we have 2 places in Phoenix, right? We're that place. Like, think about the history of Phoenix. Okay. One of the few places, the Playboy Club. You want to go way back into the 50s and 60s. Phoenix had a Playboy Club. Think about Phoenix, man. A lot of people don't think about Phoenix that way, but you have to think about the history of Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona is always, bro, the Eagles if you like the Eagles as a musical group, they sing songs about Phoenix, Arizona, my friend. Come on. Like you
said,
is that where Hotel California is, Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean you gotta give some credit to Phoenix. Phoenix is in a lot of stuff. You don't think about it, right? But it's we're one of those places. We're one of the only other places out of Chicago or out of LA or out of New York. The only other but we do have one location in Phoenix, and you're like, what the hell? Right? Yeah. And a lot of people don't pay attention to it if you don't live here. And so it's funny. Phoenix is one of these places where a lot of people come. And so people are surprised when they're like, wait a minute, the 5th largest metro area in the US is Phoenix, Arizona? How did that happen? I don't know. You know why? Because it was recently 80 degrees here in, I don't know, what is this, March? Hello.
I've been to Tucson. I would like to go to Phoenix at some point.
We have spring training here. The only 2 places where they have spring training is Florida and Arizona. Why is that? Like, come on, man. What, are you kidding me?
Mind you, we had a couple of days in the end of February. It was 70 degrees in the UK.
Oh, look at you. Okay. All
Which
right.
is, for us, that's crazy.
Oh, okay. All right.
It broke records.
Okay. All right. What were you going to say, Pat?
This is weird. My wife is like 5th or 6th generation Arizona, which is like unheard of.
6th generation Arizona? Yeah, that would take you back.
Most people are like maybe 2nd, if that. I mean, I moved here from Alaska of all places, so.
Wow, from Alaska to Arizona.
Dude, everybody you meet here, literally, if they even live here full time, because a lot of people you meet here live here. They're from Canada.
Yeah,
I mean, or they're
So Patrick's in Phoenix then as well.
Patrick's in North Phoenix. I'm in South Phoenix.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
no difference really, but
yeah, it's. In the overall scheme of things, we're not that far from each other.
Well, it's like here in Cincinnati, people say West Side, and he's like, "What are you talking about? It's all Cincinnati."
Right? Yeah.
Phoenix is really like kind of a crazy sprawl. Like the Phoenix Valley is like enormous. I think it's like 8 million people total.
Wow,
like that.
It's bigger than people think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because it's like Phoenix, Scottsdale, all this bullshit. So, and you never know you don't like leave Phoenix to go to Scottsdale. It all just blurs together.
Yeah.
Phoenix Valley is kind of a thing. And yeah, I mean, what are we, like 15, 20 minutes apart, Joe?
Yeah.
Where you guys?
Yeah, closer to half hour. Yeah, closer.
Sorry about that.
Are you guys like still like got a lot of space out there, or are you guys kind of cramped up now with all the people in the area? I mean,
not at all.
Yeah.
Sprawl upon sprawl upon sprawl. Strip mall kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, Phoenix is definitely a city I want to check out at some point.
I like it. I've lived all over the country, and I like it.
Yeah.
I've been here since, I think, 2003.
It's an interesting place, though. Like, getting back to my point from a few minutes ago, it's an interesting place, though, when you start thinking about the history of Phoenix. It's one of those places where you're like, okay, the only place we exist is here, but we do have a place in Phoenix, and you're like, wait, what? Like, where did that come from? And that's Phoenix. It's always
there's a lot of snowbirds. A lot of people that like just moved out here because they're sick of the bullshit, like of cold and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I mean, the weird thing is like Arizona is basically Phoenix, Tucson, and nothing else.
It is, yeah. It's literally, and people here in Phoenix, you'll hear them refer to it as just Arizona.
Yeah.
And there's more to Arizona than just Phoenix.
It's like Phoenix, Tucson, and Tumbleweed.
but they'll say, "Oh, that's Arizona for you," and I'm like, "No, that's just Phoenix, man, because they're freezing up there in Flagstaff, for Christ's sake."
Because Scottsdale's a pretty big city for you guys too, right? Like Scottsdale's got a lot of stuff happening.
Oh yeah,
that's basically Phoenix, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally, like, you would never know that you were in Scottsdale
because it's part of the Phoenix like metro type.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot like LA. Phoenix is a mini LA. That's the way people refer to it here. We're mini LA, and because there's so many people here from LA since we're close to LA, and LA is the same thing, right? You don't necessarily you refer to it as just LA, and you don't necessarily refer to it as all its different. Nobody actually lives in LA. They live in all the other cities outside of LA.
If you live in Culver City, you say, I live in LA.
Yeah.
Or Temecula, you say LA.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. I actually live in Peoria, Arizona, but I say Phoenix because.
Well, it's like where I'm at. I live in northern Kentucky, but we would just say Cincinnati because you wouldn't know the towns around, so we're part of the Cincinnati region. So.
Yeah. So it's, that's the way it works. And I actually do live in South Phoenix, but. But that's the way it works. You know what I'm saying? Here in Phoenix for sure. But we definitely, getting back to the pizza topic, we were talking about pizza.
Yeah.
But one of the rare things is that there's a bigger chain in Chicago, but they're opening up slowly. I think they're now up to 3 chains here in Phoenix. And I forget the name of the chain, but you've seen them, Pat, haven't you? In their white buildings with red lettering.
Is it Uno?
No, I forget the name of the
Old Chicago?
Old Chicago. Those have been around, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget the name of the chain, but they're,
I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
But they're opening up here in Phoenix, one by one, because they're, there's so many. I probably work with a dozen people from Chicago. Seriously,
okay, so there's a shitload of people from the Midwest in Phoenix.
Yeah,
it's like a huge percentage.
Yeah,
but speaking of pizza, because I feel like it comes up all the time.
It does. You know why? Because it's a beer show.
Well, it's like pizza.
What is the overwhelming number one beer pairing with food worldwide? Pizza, would have to be pizza.
But with pizza. More recently, it's kind of been pineapple, yes or no. That's been the latest debate. Whether you can put pineapple on pizza and get away with it or not.
Why not?
Look at Joe. Joe was
look. We have to,
How many times are we going to do this?
It happens all the time. Pineapple, yes
and
or no.
Earth lives in California. He knows about this transition. He knows about the transition that's happened in California. You have 3 restrooms now. You have male, female, and then the one that includes everybody, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing with pizza. I mean, we have now the pizza with the pineapple on it, and we have to include those people.
like no choice but to include those people.
We have to include those people. They're
like
people.
Blaze the Saddles. All right, we'll count them.
They're people too, right? I think.
Yeah.
Right. The people that would put pineapple on a pizza.
Some people put spinach on pizza too now. So
the spinach I'm a little more accepting of. Pineapple? Really?
I say put whatever the fuck you want on. I don't care.
But if you're gonna have an Hawaiian pizza, you can't get away from not having pineapple. But if it's not an Hawaiian pizza, can you get a pineapple and pepperoni and you're good to go?
No, I think as soon as you put pineapple, it's Hawaiian.
Automatically, just automatically Hawaiian.
I think the minute you even consider putting pineapple on a pizza, like really, you have to look back on your life.
Well, the funny thing is, like, over the last few years,
reflect on your life, man. Like I think at that point you need religion.
Would never be my first choice, but
it's like over the last few years, pineapple has become the new anchovy. Like it used to be anchovies were the ones like anchovies. Are you crazy? Now it's pineapple.
Yeah, that was a sin, the anchovy.
Dude, pineapple is the latest moist.
Oh, that's a moist.
Damn. That's damn.
Pineapple is a moist. That's what's up. It's dank. Pineapple is the new dank, is the new moist. That's what's happening.
It's a new wet.
Yeah.
Right? Like if we're all having beers, we're all happy. We finally met up. We're in the UK, man. We finally made it. We're slapping pints with Craig over there. And we're like, yeah. Hey, let's order some pies, man. Yeah, let's order pies. And someone's
pints
like,
and
let's get
chips.
pineapple on one. You're like,
you can kind of envision the DJ like stopping and people looking down the bar.
You can hear the record go.
If you order pies in the UK, you'd be a bit disappointed. That's what I'm just saying.
Does the bartender come back over and take your beer from you? Yeah.
He's like, the bartender comes over, grabs your pint, and is like, did you say pineapple?
You can leave now.
Get out of my bar.
It's that offensive. It is that offensive. It's offensive to me. We can be offended by anything we want these days, right? If you see pineapple on a pie, that's offensive to me.
Well, that would be weird.
That
would be hilarious.
Food in the UK, it's all offensive.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all gravy.
It's all gravy.
It's all gravy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh man.
There's good curry and whatnot in the UK, but the food I have had in London, not so great.
If you're the type of person to want pineapple on a pie, then you're kind of like the vegan in the crowd. You've got to know that wrath is going to come upon you, right? Like you've got to know that you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You're going to hear the record scratching backwards. You're going to hear all that stuff.
It's Hawaiian, isn't it?
Like if you're in Hawaii, you're like, okay, screw it. I'm in Rome. Like, what am I going to do?
That's when you got to find a partner. Like, can we split it? Just put it on their half. Just their half. Don't want to know mine.
Yeah. Please don't. You know what? As a matter of fact, I would appreciate it if you would even bake mine in a separate oven. Please.
What I do when I get,
it's like an allergy to nuts. You're like, yo, I cannot even have that made.
Yeah,
it cannot be even in the same oven.
I've got an allergy. I've got an allergy to nuts.
I have not just a nut allergy, but a pineapple allergy.
All right. Okay. I was going to say that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I switched to the good stuff.
Oh, look at you.
The PBR. 16-ounce. Tall boy.
I had one of those yesterday.
Yeah.
I prefer pineapple. I prefer pineapple or pizza. Sorry.
I gotta admit, if it's there, I'll eat it. So
I'm not going to turn it down.
At the end of the day, if it's free, me with all my junk talk is still going to eat it, right?
I mean, if some vegetarian orders pineapple and spinach and it's there.
I mean,
if I was gonna be ordering, it wouldn't be pineapple; it'd be green bell pepper, maybe. But
it's like
I'd still eat it.
It's someone. I had donuts at work one day, and someone brought these donuts with like Fruit Loops on it, and I talked trash the whole time I was eating it.
There's nothing wrong with Fruit Loops on donuts, by the way. I'm just saying.
I was like, who in the hell ordered these donuts with Fruit Loops? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Right? And that'd be the same way I'd be with free pineapple on pizza, I'd be like, "Yo, this is who in the hell ordered pizza with pineapple on it?
Who put pineapple on this pizza?
This is the dumbest thing." As I'm eating the crust because I'm done with that slice, like, and dipping it in ranch. Who got the ranch, by the way? Who got the ranch? Oh, you got the. Oh, thank you.
See, we don't dip it. I don't dip in ranch here. We don't dip in ranch as much around here, but
Ranch
I know
is
that
good.
some people do.
Hot sauce? Do you do hot sauce?
Oh, I do. I'll do
like-
some hot sauce and red chili peppers on it.
I think ranch is better, personally.
Now, this new Italian place that opened down the street, and like I said, I got a Neapolitan. I just so happen to have a spare emergency pizza
You be like,
off
hey,
camera.
how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, baby? Just saying.
Hold on tight. I'll be there in a minute.
I wanted to have a spare emergency pie off camera
Emergency
just in
pizza is
case.
the greatest thing I've ever heard.
You know, I'd rather have one and not need it than need it and not have one. You know what I'm saying? That's the fat guy philosophy. It's better to have one and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's my philosophy. I'm just
Always
saying.
better to be just in case. Just in case.
I'd rather be Mr. Prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because pizza emergencies happen. Just like beer emergencies, I got the towel right here. Look, boom. There it is. Okay, for those that don't believe, give me a second.
Oh, he's going to pizza. We've broken into the show and tell segment, people.
Check out my pizza.
I've got some nice pork chops downstairs. So
Yeah. Here he goes with the pizza.
I'm going to throw it on a pizza.
Okay, here it goes, man.
Proofs
Just
of lives,
to show
Craig.
y'all, look, boom. I ain't kidding, son. There it is.
What's that?
Is that spinach on there?
No, that's a Neapolitan, man.
No, what's the green stuff on there?
Basil.
You got ice cream on it? Ice cream pizza?
It's basil.
He said, "What's like ice cream on there?"
Neapolitan, man. You know what a Neapolitan is, don't you?
Yeah, ice cream.
It's just sauce. It's
Strawberry,
sauce,
vanilla, chocolate.
cheese, and they throw a few leaves of basil, and that's the basil.
Okay. No pepperoni?
No, Neapolitan.
Well,
Man.
see, no pepperoni. You failed already.
Nah, Neapolitan. Neapolitan is
Every
the
pizza
proper.
needs pepperoni.
That's a proper pie, actually. An actual proper pie is Neapolitan, baby.
Cool.
That's the classic.
It is.
I don't know. Growing up in the Northeast, and
Hey, what is it? I got nothing.
Pat's getting violent over here.
I'm going with Pat now.
It is, goddammit, it is.
I'm going with Pat now. I defer.
We're into pizza politics
I
now.
defer my answer to Patrick.
Pizza-politan here.
Yeah, pizza.
I'm going up. Next time I go back home to Jersey, I'm going to tell them, you guys are doing it all wrong. All wrong.
Joe, you got that Democratic pizza over there.
Yeah, pizza politics over here, man. We got pizza Republicans and pizza Democrats and pizza independents. And that's the way it rolls. Pizza socialist. And that's the way it is.
It still has,
Socialism
good
pizza.
crust, high temperature.
Our pizza will not be infringed.
Yeah.
That's the one world order pizza.
Everybody will have casserole pizza, and that's the way it is.
Give me pizza or give me death and make it a Neapolitan.
Dirk says, Joe, put kale on it. Everybody
That
will
pizza
have
is the
kale
reason why all the
pizza.
yellow vests are rioting in the streets right now.
Yellow vest anger.
This is awesome. I
right.
swear to God, this is great. You gotta love this, man. This is great.
Yeah.
So later this month, I'm going to go to Northern California. I'm going to do exotic car cruise. it's like I'm a photographer, like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Porsches, whatever. I don't care. But I'm gonna go to the Firestone Walker Brewery and
ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Russian River after that.
Oh, damn nice. Yeah.
This is
Do they have
hilarious.
pineapple on their pizza?
Pat, this is hilarious because
Pat's gonna walk in. They got pineapple pizza for everybody.
this is it's all about your crowd, right? Because Pat, right now, you are mentioning some of the most exclusive high dollar cars ever right?
Right.
And what we're more impressed by is the $10 beer you're about to pour, right?
I'm with you.
Yeah. We're like, what brewery are you going to?
Yeah, wait a minute. What? Oh, Firestone Walker. Right. Oh, yo, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
We're starting off in LA. And, well, actually, they're driving out from Scottsdale to LA. But I can't because my birthday's the day of the first day, whatever. So I'm flying into LA and then doing the drive up with them. And that's actually what I care about. It's like, these cars are cool. But, like, Paso Robles and, what the fuck? Russian River. I can't think of it right now. But we're going there.
Russian River?
Yeah. Paso Robles is Firestone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Russian River is somewhere in like past San Francisco, some bullshit.
Definitely go to Firestone. Jeez. Wow.
Yeah, both of them.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite.
I'd be kind of jealous about the Firestone.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
I'd go there.
But that's hilarious, right? It's all about the crowd you're with, right? Because Pat's going to be in these incredibly rare, very expensive cars, these crazy exotics, and we're like, oh, wow, over a $5 pint of beer. We're like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I will probably be in like a McLaren for most of the time, like at honestly 150 miles per hour or faster than most of the drive, based on the last drive I went on. But I'm very excited about Firestone Russian River.
Get me there now. I'm all about the brewery. Everything else is a blur.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, I just love this, man. This is so awesome. I swear to God, this is great. That's what makes this darn thing. I mean, it's just you can't beat it, man. This is great. Anyway, guys, I think we're out of here, man. Thank you to everybody for joining this exclusive rare SAB show. I can't say
pre-500 show. Pre-500.
Yeah, it's the pre-500 show. So
499.9.
0.9 show. So thank you. What was that?
No, thanks for letting us join. Cool.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, please, man. Thank you to everybody that joins on. You know, if everybody didn't join on, then it's just really weird. It's just some dude being creepy on camera. Talking to himself.
Joe D, the real OG. So, I mean,
yeah.
You know.
It's just me on camera, which is still something that I do occasionally. Just sitting here on camera talking to myself, really. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Well, that was pretty weird anyway. Yeah, it's all right. It's good.
yeah. I'm pretty weird anyway. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so much fun, man. Everybody joining in and what else can I say, man? We're going into show 500 next weekend, next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, as far as I know, right? All you guys are switching time though, so I don't know what time this is going to start. Actually,
we're not in the UK. You go forward, so it's going to be like 1 a.m. for me, I think. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we don't switch.
Yeah,
so that's
a rebel. They're one of the rebels.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the.
Well, for me, it'll be like 8 my time, I guess. Well, it'll be 7 still because it won't switch to actually in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I always go by Eastern time, so whatever time you guys switch. I know this is the time of year that I have to switch.
Right.
Which is weird for me. So I don't quite know. Mark has to let me know.
So it's probably still gonna be. I think it's the week after. It's going to be 1 a.m. for me. I think this coming week is still going to be 12 midnight for me. I think it's the week after.
Yeah, the week after. Yeah, because you'll still be regular time until like 1 a.m. our time Eastern, or 2 a.m. Eastern.
I think we change our clocks the end of March. Is it the 31st weekend?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you see how Pat has hands on head?
You get thrown off by the time change.
for us in Arizona, it's like, oh, what in the hell is going on here? We don't understand it.
Once it's done, and thank God for that for another 6 months.
Yeah, Mark or Bum will email me and let me know what time I have to start now, and then that'll clear everything up for me because I have no idea.
And if any of the sons of bitches do a show after, right? Hit me up. I'll be there.
Do you know what? I think it's the same time as normal. I think. Is it 2 a.m.?
Yeah, it's still normal for you over us. Here it'll be normal still.
Yeah.
Well, it was on our ballot during the midterm, so we'll see what happens. How long it's gonna last?
Oh well, yeah, well, yeah. I think it's 2 a.m. and then it goes back an hour to 1 a.m. your time. I think.
Yeah, from what I hear, everybody else in America, I think, switches tonight. Actually.
Oh,
no. This should be this next week. With Indiana's the only state that doesn't change. Parts of Indiana. Yeah.
I'm out of the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a confusing mess. But we will eventually have a show.
It's for the farmers.
Yeah, we'll eventually have a show next week. So Dirk says, "Peace out, boys," and I will say the same. Thank you very much, man. Everybody that jumped in today, I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody that made this beer I just consumed because it was fantastic.
On, Joe,
and the pizza you're about to get.
I was like, oh no, everyone will be gone by the time I get on.
Cheers.
That was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you know us, man. We'll actually end up going way longer than we ever thought. So, but thank you guys for jumping on. I really appreciate it, man. We'll see you guys hopefully for Sharer Beer 500 officially on the 16th. So, next week is a big deal. So, if you guys can think of your favorite moments, it's similar to the 10th anniversary show. Your favorite moment, maybe your favorite show, or when maybe you started with the show, or whatever the case may be, something that's memorable to 500 would be very appreciated. And we'll see you guys, man, next week. Peace out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys.
Cheers.
All right, man. Cheers.